a little bit of a move, and they're going to smoke up as 4.
Oh, clearly hacking here. They also know the Roche timer somehow.
And the ping is for the TA. Do they want to jump? There are people right behind her.
Kataomi must be just sweating buckets right now, man. Like, don't get caught. Don't get
Not afford to get caught. The jump in. Cookie. GPK not wanting to get stunned by that one. They're throwing in the anti-main illusions to start to burn GPK's mana. That is so frustrating to play against, and now they manage to get away from the bushwhack, and GPK is completely out of mana for this fight.
All right, that's not good.
Oh man, if they go in and try and do this right now, I mean, he does have bottle, so he can bottle back up for a little bit.
Not a lot, though. You know, it's not great.
No.
Roche is going to roar, let him know what's happening. It's an amplified damage rune. I mean, it's the rare time that GPK doesn't get the rune because it's Roche time, so they're trying to help Pure with this.
Miro hunting, ready to jump. They see him there, but he doesn't decide to go. Could have made that move. They take out the ward, removing vision.
Oh, this is so interesting because like, a split fight is quite bad for XG in some ways. Like when you have this enchant totem and the way the Death Rock wants to fight.
Kisses going in. The Roche backs out, starts heading this direction. The Roche is low enough now, and it's going to start heading up to the north. BB team are in a weird spot for this. I wonder, could he have just exorcismed right now and stay mid?
And just follow, just
follow Roche?
Walk the Roche? I mean, I'm ready to find out, Lyrical.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they're going to try and come and get over here in time.
X-Nova's trying to get a nice ward here. Give him good vision for this fight. That's a brilliant place to put this right now. Taking good advantage. Immediately pinged.
Yes, they know.
Kataomi's on it.
Kataomi knows exactly what's going on. Wait, no, he does find it?
No, he sees it.
Yeah, they get it. He does show for a moment, but there's nobody nearby. X-Nova caught. There it is. Fissure, the cookie to the far side. He's in trouble, dead. X-Nova does have buyback, uses it immediately. Success, thinking about jumping to the low ground. Miero, no more BKB, has to burrow strike to get away. Now, XM has used the exorcism. They're going to put pressure on BB team and say, come and fight us here. Roche starts to go down one way or another. This is going down. Our BB team going to be able to come and steal it away, though. The bushwhack out connects to the moment to jump in. It's there. It's on the ground. He gets it. Miero makes up for what happened earlier. Snatches that Aegis. XM stuck in the pit. They decide to jump on out. Does he have the save? Yes, he does. False promise. Ame caught. Pure trying to hit him. Jump in. GPK finds his man, but the cookie away again. And when all is said and done, all that happened was the buyback from X-Nova. The Aegis is gone.
Okay, and we get ourselves a little bit of a Radiant bounty as they're the ones who get the kill, and we reset.
All right, this is a sign. I feel like we're going late on this one. This is how it's happening.
God, we have some massive items, though, for 37 minutes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, look at Pure. He's just a beast. The timing here. I mean, again, this vision placed down. Really good vision control this fight coming out from BB team.
Oh, as back in the world of the living not so longer, Miero is gone. Kataomi able to make his escape. I think he's level 24 now on the anti-mage. Oh, he's dancing now. Watch out, everybody. Hamburg, it has been a long day, but I need to know, are y'all still up right now, ready for this game? Who here feels like XG is going to come away with the victory?
Oh, it's getting louder. They're realizing you said XG. They're like, oh, those guys. Oh, yeah.
And can I hear from any BB fans who feels like they're going to be able to come away with this series? I feel like XG had it maybe. I'm not sure. That was close.
I'll tell you one thing, it's full in here.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are very impressive.
That's what happens. Get here on the weekend. Stay, watch some Dota. Have yourselves a wonderful time.
Well, I mean, I hope these players are having a wonderful time. I know if I get to play Dota all day, I have a pretty wonderful day. Generally, you know.
Well,
there's ups and downs.
I was going to say, based upon the games we play together, I'm not sure that's not true. But you see right now, this next couple of minutes, they're saving on to the greedy. I think that they're recognizing that they're going to need to be able to scale into the later stages. And that is a sort of a weird scenario to be in, I feel like, particularly for an Oracle, right? Because you basically need to like wait for things to go wrong and then save the day, and often you're still ended up in a bad spot.
save the day.
That's right.
He's trying some secret agent maneuvers down there. Almost runs into XXS and XNova.
That ward is going to scout out GPK, but not looking to make any serious move that way. Ame goes straight for the BKB.
Yeah, that's a nice 6 slots he's got here right now. Pretty well filled in here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Should be noted, though, that TA still a real monster, and having gone for the meld hit bash talent at 25.
With a swift blink to get into these fights, hoping to replace the treads with the BKB as well.
I mean, that
appears hitting critical mass as well soon.
That's going to be one thing to watch for. Like, Ame can just explode. He's relatively tanky now with this Scotty, has 2,800 HP, but physical damage is still an issue. You got all this minus armor from the TA.
I mean, if there's anything I've learned about Ame this event, he loves Satanic. So I'm not surprised to see that coming out after.
So they're sending out wave after wave. And Ame farming down towards the bottom. They are getting into position to battle for this rune. It's going to be a regen. GPK ensures that he gets that one. And these later game scenarios can make all the difference in the world if you can find the right rune and be ready for a fight. But I'm just not sure what BB's like looking for really at this point either.
I mean, what are you looking for with XG? Like, how do you start a good fight on the side of XG, you know? It feels like it really does come down to looking for the objectives that BB team are going to try and play around and then going into those. Like, trying to find them grouped up, having this refresh now. The Shaker is big, of course, but like, what does the first jump look like? They're so much stronger on counter initiation.
For both teams.
Yeah, maybe actually. You're not wrong, because like you have Oracle on one side. I mean, you just have this like ability for the Shaker to just blow things up if you have a slightly poor initiation. I would really like to see the Agnums in this game from XinQ, but he doesn't seem to have it on the mind right now. But I feel like having a little bit of a save of their own would be really nice. And we've seen with these just like ridiculous cast ranges in the late game, how powerful that Agnums can be.
I think also because all of the fights have sort of revolved around Roche and then Aegis basically expended and gone really quickly, we're in this weird situation where we're 41 minutes in and only one tier 2 tower has gone down.
Yeah.
Like, they're both kind of just chilling, waiting for them to get 6 slotted.
Yeah, we've talked about this before with a lot of the teams, and we heard 3-3 mention in the interview, this idea of just like risk.
Yeah.
People don't like risk very much through a lot of this event. If they don't feel super safe doing something, they don't want to do it, and a lot of times that comes down to having the Aegis, having the cheese, having the refresher shard. And if you don't have those things, they don't want to really go for anything too aggressive.
Well, and this also has been like a classic BB team scenario. I feel like at multiple TIs, we've had them get pretty far and, you know, look towards making it to the finals and just sort of push the game later and later and later and think they're going to be able to outskill their opponents. The question is, will they be able to do that here? And Pure, getting a little bit antsy, decides to step forward, hit the tier 2 tower, and make some moves, get objectives.
Yeah, kind of out of position because they took the Tormentor, so they jump on that as a bit of an advantage there for BB team. And the Shard going to XF I think is great, just because, you know, he's getting tankier, it's going to become more relevant, BKB timers are getting lower and lower. If he had gotten it earlier in the game, it doesn't really feel like there would have been a great moment to actually make good use of the fear, but the way these fights are going to start to break down now, I think it could actually have an impact.
Right. I mean, he's got massive armor now. Yeah. And they've also, you know, started to pick up some of these other things. Of Pavis for the Bane. Going to be working probably eventually towards the Solar Crest. But all grouped together, they have it done now. It's a smoke up with 5. And we'll see if XG can find their correct targets as well. Should notice there too a couple of greater healing lotuses. Have one on XinQ.
Those are very important to keep an eye on. Either on being used by that hero or more importantly passed over to a core who's in trouble, right?
A little bit of playing footsie here through the river. There is a ward which is going to be scouted, not taken out yet. XinQ decides to remove it and then immediately jumps away. Like that, if that doesn't tell you what's going on right now, I don't know what will. They're very afraid of each other. 40 seconds till Roche is capable of respawning.
Yeah, there's another smoke down, though.
God, this is definitely And I mean, you just think about, like, if you step out of position just one little bit, for both of these teams wanting to make it to play on the final day of TI is everything that you've ever dreamed of. Chance to have your fate in your hands. And could all be taken away by just random positioning.
Is that why we're losing our games?
That's the only reason.
Oh, okay. It's just,
we could be a TI too.
Yeah, it's all just random, it turns out. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm glad we finally figured it out here.
Another Arcane Rune for GPK. And with that smoke not succeeding, does kind of leave them in a bit of a weird spot now on XG. So I don't believe they have any more in hand. Could set us up for a weird Roche fight. Save is bringing one out. So they have an ability to make a jump if they want. They know Roche is back up in 30 seconds. And it's also going to be up on the north side. A lot of drawing on that mini-map. They're waiting.
DotA, baby.
XM, he's on the low ground. Smoke breaks. They jump immediately onto Zing Q. The other jump onto XM, but he's able to pop the BKB and immediately go in for the Spirit Siphon. Healing kisses out. It was double BKBs used.
Oh, that was exciting. We all pressed a bunch of items. We better get out of here. And Roche appears in the top pit. GBK still nearby, still has half an Arcane Rune. There's no Exorcism. There's no BKB on this Death Prophet. There's a Refresher shirt sitting in the Roche pit. How brave do you feel on the side of BB team? How well can you defend Kataomi? How quick will he assemble the Aeon Disc if he's in trouble? These are the questions we must ask.
And a Butterfly now done too for Pure means it's not even an easy jump and kill for Anti-Mage.
Well,
no MKB yet.
He does have the Abyssal though.
Oh yeah, good call.
So that'll be interesting.
And buyback status at this pivotal point in this game, you only have it on DP, Snapfire, and Hoodwink. Most of the rest of it is for gold. XM throwing out silences, not connecting onto anybody.
Oh, and you know what? Save has got this Yules again. So he was lining up the site for a long time, but he has the Yules and the Hoodwink. And this was something that was clutch in their earlier match versus Heroic. He saved the game. During that Refresher Black Hole, he caught that Yules on the TA without the BKB and ensured that they were able to survive.
46 minutes. And I feel like that turning into a Wind Waker is a very likely thing that we might be seeing.
You think? It's one of those games?
Goes on. I mean, that's how it feels.
I think you might be right, bud.
No more smokes on either squad. And I think that, again, without a smoke, too, you're in a very strange position with this one. Snapfire also is going to be going for a full Holy Locket, which kind of has some cool synergies with the Healing Lotuses.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Catch her up back. Save, just being a nuisance.
Okay, not gonna... Yeah, he was completely alone right there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Abyssal Blade Anti-Mage, no fears. They see that the ward is up on the high ground. And while all this has been happening, Death Prophet's been managed to farm up a full AC. So it's going to be really hard to kill DP in these fights.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of wish there was a Helm, because there's so much space on the map for a Helm right now to be doing creep shenanigans. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Ame sold his. He's done.
Yeah, he's got rid of his. Bottom lane is just at a stalemate down there. No one's able to make a push on it. We're all just playing top here.
Is there no Helm in this game right now?
No, he's
not a single. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Can we get an applause, everybody?
They're already going.
No Helm in this game. 47 minutes. Now we wish we had it. To break the stalemate.
You know, you don't know what you had till you lose it.
That's right. Grass is always greener. Kira steps forward. They jump for a moment. There's the Nightmare. Backs away. XM. Not appearing to care any bit about this. Dude, we are going to sit here for 5 minutes around the Roche pit, and Roche is just going to walk bottom. They're not going in.
I think the last kill was like 13 minutes ago.
They are not going in. They have learned risks lead to death. We are not going to take any. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, a smoke. Hold on.
I mean, they can't even get like a trap up there. They can't see anything right now.
Did you learn? Ame, he's going to TP back towards the rest of his squad.
Here comes Dave.
Xingqiu jumps away. Miro finds the follow-up and a good control onto all the other heroes. Trying back out. XM onto Katomi, keeping him out of this fight. And X-Nova is living for forever. And there's the jump onto Pure! Eliminated! What if, oh no! Oh, no! Not like that, Miro! As the Sand King gets brought down, GPK low on mana, hoping to escape from here. But they're going to take what they came for. XG onto the Roche.
You know, these teams, they're hydrophobic. Don't cross the river. It goes very poorly for you, it turns out. And the way that started, to right save, he gets aggressive there, he plants off sentry on the high ground. That's what gives him this kill right on the Xingqiu, and you're like, okay, looking good. Gets annihilated. Double grab in the back by GPK. But look, where is it? Where's my TA? Where's my Oracle? There's Katomi. Just being walked down by XM. He can't get back in. He can't use false promise. TA needs you. She's counting on you.
Oh, and Miro just burrow strikes. Okay, it's better than it looked, but it looked really bad. I will say he burrow strike to the low ground, but he didn't get halfway across that little valley there and just ended up getting pushed back in. And you can see Pure right now just looking. Hand in his face, trying to figure out what do we do now. 30 seconds without this TA, and buildings starting to fall. XG, they were patient. They waited. They stood on their side of the river.
And there is a tier 2 bottom.
They knew.
Save has pushed this out. They're not going to give up quite yet. You know, I don't think XG can get a dominant finish here yet.
Oh, no. No, it's still not an easy go with TA respawning, but a lane of racks in the mid, I mean, it causes some issues.
Oh, it certainly does.
Total Plus still doesn't believe. 50-50.
I don't know, guys. I can't figure this one out. All right, never initiate.
Never.
They thought they'd learned it. They forgot, and then that's what happened. It's a little jump there.
Quite the swing. My goodness. Well, 9K gold lead. Oracle realizes there are heroes there.
That is a infused Aghanims coming out here now for Ame as well.
Oh, nice.
Grows stronger. So we're blinking all over the place now.
Decides not to go right into the MKB either. Feeling like he can do it with just whatever chances he has to hit.
I mean, he definitely has some slot issues, you know?
Yeah.
Infused feels a little nicer.
And Pure, understanding the job, has queued up a rapier.
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely at that point. You were just trying to, again, you got to count on Katomi. Sure, he got caught last time, but what's the chances he gets pushed and zoned out in 2 fights in a row, you know?
True enough. Pure, the question is, I mean, if you're thinking about buying a rapier, you're probably not worth saving for buyback anyways. But it's a question of, does he actually need to do that? He's just flirting with the idea of it right now. But 52 minutes in, and still very much comfortable on XG, sitting back. They have 2 minutes left on stage. Is Pure. They see him there. He jumps in. Echo Slam, refresher, combo. Ame's coming. Ame's coming. You're in trouble, Pure.
That was 6 seconds of control. No chance to play the game.
There is a reason that every year Earthshaker comes back when it's TI time. The crowd believing in what's going on right now as they are trying to will their team into a top 3 finish at the very least.
All right, now Lyrical, do they go? Is it time? Are we going to send him in? Ame thinks so.
They're thinking about it. The Bushwhack connects. There's the control. Miro out, trying to bring him down low dead.
Okay, that's a good start.
Can you do it again? Ame, not dissuaded, steps forward, takes the buildings. Even popping that Manta. He has his BKB if he needs it. Steps away, creeps, moving into the mid lane. They have another lane of racks. And BB team saying, we don't want to buy back on the TA.
No. They don't feel like they can take into that fight, even though there's no Echo Slam. So, you know, that could be one factor, but it's just the idea of, hey, we still have the tier 2. Let's play for that. We'll wait for the respawn of TA. I'd rather have a Rapier TA than a buying back TA right now.
Yeah. Can she get it in time, though? And does Pure want to fully commit for it? That's the other question. I mean, you think about what just happened right there. Jude's just passing over the Rapier at that point. DotA Plus moves slowly and steadily into the favor of XG as we get later and later into this one.
And now we're trying to get some wild ideas here. An Abyssal Blade for the Sand King. Thinking ideas, plans. This was an Owen idea in the green room, and Fog yelled at him. It's true, he did. He's like, Abyssal Sand King. And Fog's like, yeah, until your Stinger procs it or something. You know,
Yeah.
And then it goes on cooldown.
That's a fair point.
It is a fair point. Then you don't get your bashed.
Wonder if we see it here. Also, I love Owen. I think that Miero and him probably should have different ideas about Dota, though, at this point.
A bit worrying that they don't.
Pure on the low ground. XM takes the tier 2 tower.
Has fallen.
One more tower and rack stand between XG and Megas.
I feel like we've had a lot of these situations in this tournament where you're sitting on the high ground and you know it's coming soon and you're thinking, okay, are we gonna buy the Rapier? And then the fight comes and it feels like they never quit for the Rapier, and then someone just gets blown up at the game ends.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they did go for a different route. You can see that Curry over there on the left side of the map is picking up a refresher for Storm.
Okay, the double pull.
So
All right.
GPK trying to be that one to help his team and push him over the edge here.
And then we did see as well in that last series, the overload attack bounce is going a little bit crazy in the late game with the Shard.
So refresher is bought. And, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind, XG got here by playing it safe, by dodging away from fights. Are they really now going to try and take that move up to high ground when Roche is capable of respawning in just a minute and a half? It feels like they're just sort of trying to block BB team in their base while everybody else farms whatever they can, build up more of a lead.
I mean, Alme's almost level 30. You might as well, right?
That's
like,
true.
Come on.
Moonshard in there too.
He can start passing some around.
Dire are
They do see him on a trap. Does that signal it's time to go with Ame very far away from the rest of his squad?
I mean, they have a smoke. This is a surprising maneuver with no smoke if they're going any further than the Wisdom.
They at least feel like they can go for the Wisdom. Pure steps out a bit, hits the creep wave.
Okay, there's the smoke.
Pure backs out again. Yeah, a little bit of a strange one here, trying to make this move. They're maybe hoping to catch Ame up top.
They're trying to fake that they're like going bottom or something, I think, and hoping to catch someone farming up here under the assumptions they're not moving on this part of the map.
The creep wave is going to move
it
into
could
the
work.
base, though.
Oh, they don't just go for it. I thought he might just jump XXS right there.
Not
They didn't
Opti.
believe.
There's creeps in the tier 4s. You've got to know this. They're moving in. They're going to find X-Nova here to the side.
Oh, the blink.
He gets away. And
That
now
was a pure greed blink to go for the Wisdom, by the way. You know.
X-Nova gets it. Bushwhack not going to connect. X-Nova is found.
This is deep.
This is not where you want to be. GPK might just need to run. They want to find something, anything here, but it's not going to happen. And so BB have to back away. They will lose save.
Abort, abort.
And XG find themselves another pickoff.
GBK actually has no TP right now. He's grabbing these Lotuses, chomping them down.
Got to get back home somehow. And in the meantime, a Roche, a quick spawn. It goes into their favor. Maxed out anti-mage now. Fully 6-slotted.
Okay, so we already have a shard on the DP. I mean, we already have refresher orbs in queue. Just thank you. I get to get myself a refresher shard. That's great.
Dude, Pure, you got to buy it, man.
I think it's time.
He's got 10K gold.
He's got 6K surplus. Like, come on.
Oh. It's so risky, though. You know that, like...
Isn't it better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all, Gabe?
I don't know. I've never been at the TI before. That's a tough one. 16 to 11, and Pure not going to pull the trigger on it. I mean, to be fair, it's really hard to run into that area now. You can't do it.
No, that's true.
And is going to be sending the Oracle Courier up along the north side of the map.
I mean, all my reasoning is purely selfish.
Oh, yeah.
I will admit, I just want to see him buy one. I don't even know if it's good.
Ame hitting the tier 3. They force out the glyph. The banner is down. I mean, the damage is just not quite there. Pure showing for a second. Starts to hit away. The jump in. The Abyssal is there. But the Yules save. Nicely done with that Wind Waker. Pure completely out of mana. Save, but can he really do the damage that's needed? The Mana Void is out. The Gryph is still there. Pure, he's going down. He doesn't stand a chance. Tries to blink out and get back to the well. Will he survive? Yes. Maybe a chance here for a turnaround. GPK making big moves for his team. Do they have enough to kill him? Ame? No! Ame, he stays alive.
Where's Pure? He's there.
XM jumps in. Pure is back, trying to hit onto XM there, but it's not enough damage. They take down the racks. They find their targets. Mega Creeps! Pure, you're out of here! Get gone, sir! As they find him there, a buyback though. They need everything and a bit more at this moment. They will find 2 kills, but you gotta get more than that. BB team hoping to get the chase down onto Ame, but he's not quite there. Off to the side. They know which way he went. The silence is there. The jump from GPK, but he can't go. Mana Void is back up.
He's out of juice. He can't keep going. Now Pure's going to buy the Rapier. He's decided it's time.
Oh, they've got to do it now. I mean, it's way too much to deal with here, but they do have a Rapier on the TA, but it is Megas.
60 minutes as well, so they can take this time now to grab some neutrals. They have not had a lot of opportunities over the past while, being locked in their base.
21,000 gold lead for XG. Mega Creeps. But it doesn't mean this game is over. With a Rapier in hand, with the potential for more buybacks, it's not completely over. Because you still have buybacks on Storm, on Sand King, and on Hoodwink.
Yeah, GBK is, of course, you know, a very annoying hero when you're going high ground. If Storm buys back, just instantly right back into the fight with this big AoE pull.
Just when the helms are gone, the Books of the Dead come back out.
Yeah, perfect. Just what we need.
Dude, are they going mass Book of the Dead?
How many have they got? We got an Outworld staff. We got a couple so far.
Yeah, another one evolved for the Earthshaker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, plus 40 strength. That's nice.
Storm actually keeping the Whisper of the Dread and going for Timeless. So he's just looking for that max spell damage that he can possibly do.
It's just the pull, you know?
Spider Legs instead of Helm of the Undying for Pure.
Okay, yeah. Trying to open up, obviously, the slot with the the Rapier's already there, and wants the Refresher, which he now has, so a lot of pressure on that one. There is a Helm of the Undying, though, going over to the Bane.
Snapfire picking up the Stygian along with the debuff.
All right. GBK refilling the side of XG, moving up the mid lane behind some Mega Creeps. XSS, he's lurking, baby.
They've got all of theirs right now on XG. Still only 2 on the Dire. And a Refresher picked up now for Pure on top of everything else. Control onto GPK. GPK in trouble, save. Now the pullback. There's the Burrow Strike. How much do they have in the tank? He's gone. Ame, 1 life. GPK gonna go back to Fountain. That was a very good hold.
XSS is waiting, though. If they try again, the Shaker lurks.
Save, picking up a Divine Regalia. So he's actually gonna have some damage now, potentially. Coming out from that Sharpshooter.
Is it enough to save their towers, though? They're going down quick.
Yeah, they need to come back in. The Books of the Dead, Miero, very, very low as he killed off those creeps. They find him now on his Zinc, but there's the jump. GPK able to back away. Roach low, but Pure. Oh, XSS! He did it to him! GG is called. They have had enough. XG, come in, wait for their timing.
Did they ever wait?
And end that game.
They waited, and they waited, and they waited some more. And BB team, well, they were happy to oblige. You know, we had this giant stalemate around the Roche. BB team decided it was time to go, and unfortunately, it did not work out well for them.
That one is one of those games that for BB, you gotta feel bad because it was like they got most of what they wanted. I do think that first Roche, that was a tough one. Miero had a rough game on Sand King, and that one death that he had when they were moving in towards that mid lane, it felt like that threw off so much of the tempo that was coming in. But the crowd appreciating what they say. They tried to go out the wrong way.
That's the problem with glass doors, you know? It can be very confusing.
It's like a bird over there trying to come on through a window, but ZQ able to get out. That was one of those matches where it felt so many times like they just could maybe pull it away, but that Aegis fight, oh man.
Things broke down because we have two lineups that very clearly tell you what they want to do, right? Like we have these exorcisms that are just rolling from tower to objective to tower and going through, and you have a TA that's trying to go for this Tormentor into Roche. And when both teams know what they're doing, and we just stand around for a while, and both get solved, it's just like, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do? We'll have to find out in game number 2, but before that, we're going to head on back to the panel, let them break it all down.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. There was a lot to break down in this game because there was a lot of things happening other than kills. That's what we're going to talk about because there weren't that many kills at the start of the game, but there were definitely a lot of moments that we should highlight that caused us to have a game like this, Kazim.
Yeah, there was, so the early game was, I would say, even quite fast, right? You have a lot of towers being taken by XM, he's going around his DP, like helping stuff here and there, making space for Ame, kind of, you know, the recipe for what they always want. But we also had some really good Roshan fights, some Aegis steals, like such as this one, because this game, it had very low kill score, but when the fights did break out, there was a lot of back and forth and very many small plays that made it that way.
Man, it felt like BB team were so close in this game. Like, so many of these fights could have gone either way. Oftentimes they were going on AM or going on DP. They were getting them so low, but not low enough before some kind of save came up into a reset, into an incredible Echo Slam by XXS. But Extreme Gaming, they had patience. They had such a good formation around Ame. They knew how to protect him. They knew how to stall into the late game. They cooked here too.
Yeah, I feel like after some early game map mistakes from XG, they realized that if they were to be aggressive on the map, concede some additional space, then BB would just flood the game and just take over absolutely everything. So I think that's why they slowed it down. This was the third worst game in regards to kills per minute, by the way. Like this was like one of the slowest games that we've seen so far at this international. But yeah, for XG, I do respect the fact that I think they self-identified these errors, and then, you know what, we'll put them on a timer, we'll make them come to us.
I mean, you can tell that there is a lot of stress and like, yeah, not frustration, but yeah, there's a lot of nerves and like stress going on right in these games because you can tell there's a lot, the players are being quite timid when it comes to the Roche. Can we commit? Do we need to stay back? But one thing that XG showed me over and over that they do so well is their team fighting and their spellcasting, how they enable each other. Who's going to go in for me? You're going to help me get a good team fight. I'm going to save you and now you have a good team fight. So this is one thing to take away for the next game that BB team, they kind of need to look at a little bit more.
The saves, I do want to talk about that because there were fights where there wasn't anybody dying. Why was that? Was that just with the large amount of saves or were people that careful?
No, I mean, there were a lot of saves or a lot of clutch things coming out. You know, Ghost Scepter's Nightmares onto the Anti-Mage, almost dead. XXS with his Echo Slams. I believe I have a couple of highlights to show you later on, but I need to get this off my chest. I have to praise this Earthshaker. XXS played incredibly. He put this game on his back. He was so clutched. I forgot how clutch this player could be because we haven't seen him on LAN in a while, but this is someone who, when he won ESL Bangkok with Azure Reg, he was like putting his whole team on his shoulders, on his Enigmas. When his entire team seemed to be choking, he was finding the good plays. In this game, he said, "Leave Pure to me." Every single Echo Slam in the late game, he found him. He found him with his refreshers. In every single fight, he had one job, and that was to catch the Templar Assassin, and he nailed it.
That's the beautiful thing with these slow games, right? They have all this time to think about how they actually want to take the fight. So when the fight does present itself, they execute it perfectly. Like XXS, like you said, on the Shaker, but again, the support, there's so many things you can praise about because we didn't have many team fights. So the team fights we did get to see, it was just magical for the side of XG.
Yeah, like to me, XM and XXS have been the standout players. I know, you know, people like to talk about Ame, the Uncron King, the support. Of course, they're all very important, but when it counts, I feel like XXS, he comes in so clutch. Like his spell casting, what he does, where he is, it's just so, it's so flawless and beautiful.
It was a flawless and beautiful, and I'm sure that Sam King might be on the banning side of things in the next game. But before we get there was another hero that we don't see too frequently, Tigov. We saw the Death Prophet in action.
Yeah, and unfortunately with Death Prophet, you can kind of know what's going to happen. Towers will be falling, and I feel like the reason why this game was so kind of slow in regards to getting kills because XG focused first the mid tower at the 6-minute mark. But after the mid tower, they moved to the bottom side of the map. I was expecting them in the draft to move to the top tower, pressure Pure, make him overlap his farm with the Storm Spirit, but they wait for the third Exo to go to top. And when they do move to top, they jump Pure, Katomi's in a beautiful position, they keep him alive, they kind of keep this tower, and then when you fast forward throughout the game, this tier 1 tower survives for so long. It's why Pure was able to have such an exceptional game with his farm, with his economy. If that Exorcism, that second Exo was top, this game could be very different. They could have snowballed the game, they could have built up this lead. So I think a couple Exos not used correctly does make the game difficult, but still, props to XG, identifying the mistakes that they made and scaling into the better team fight.
It's also kind of crazy that, so they do go there, and I agree too that they could have gone there earlier to like kind of secure it, but they go there with the Exo, with the Snapfire ult is like running down, and just a TA with Refraction, but Katomi being there, with the Oracle, which seems to be gaining a little bit of pace from the last series too, just making all the difference to, you know, allow Pure to be there and have a good game, which I'm very happy that he did have a good game for, what, 60 minutes?
Yeah, he had a good game. Anti-Mage maybe had a little bit of a better game though, Effie.
Yeah, we need to check out these highlights because I call them saving Private Ame, because if BB Team had had these fights go their way, we would have been looking at a different game. But here there's like a really big team fight building up. You see Pure just going on XM here. He's eventually going to get ulted by the Oracle, but this is dangerous. This is when Anti-Mage joins the fight, and it looks like it could be good, but Miro comes with the double stun. But here he is, XXS with the Echo Slam to save him. And sure, it doesn't turn into any big kills, but making sure that your Anti-Mage doesn't die there is so clutch. Of course, he gets cookied away here. A lot of tools in the arsenal of XG to relocate the fights, and in the next highlight, we're going to see the same thing. Pure pushing a tower. Ame goes in. What? Pushback? Oops, he's broken. Oh no, Storm is going to jump in. He's almost dead. Here comes X Nova with the clutch Nightmare into the Glimmer, and yes, another beautiful Echo Slam by XXS. And sure, this turns into like 1 kill, 2 kills. Not a game-winning teamfight in the sense that you wipe them, but if the Anti-Mage had died there, this game very well may have been over.
Yeah. And also, like, top-level Dota, sort of, you're one-upping each other. You're like, okay, I'm going to go here and bait because I know I will live with 10% HP. But maybe the enemy does, like, the one step better. Suddenly they have, like, a new item you don't expect, or one guy clutches out a spell, and suddenly you're like, oh, I thought I could bait, but I couldn't. And it's, like, all these things that, like, layer on top of each other where a small mistake here could change the entire game.
Yeah, the same thing can be said for other ways of saving, maybe with Lotus?
I think so. I'm a big Lotus enjoyer, as people who have been listening should know by now. But these items are very important, especially in kind of a snoozer game like this, where, you know, you can go to the side and you pick up some Lotuses, because not only the Lotuses, but also look at their neutral items. All they want is cast range. X-Nova, he has 3 different slots of healing Lotuses. Same with Jinkyu. You have the Monocle. They also took the enchantment with even more cast range, because all they need, they're not going to get gone on first. They're going to save each other. Or even when they did get gone on for the one time, there's Greaves, there's Lotuses to each other. Now suddenly you bait in your team further. We saw it in the triangle fight. Now they get to turn the fight around because suddenly BBT, they get dragged in. And yeah, it's all from small things leading up to this.
That's why their cores play with so much confidence. Like, the amount of times we saw XM Death Prophet walk up into a high ground, it's like, what are you doing? And then suddenly out of nowhere, it's like, eat the Lotus and go! And then they're crushing the fights. It's just, I love watching that game.
I feel like that was a great animation. Like, eat this now.
Yeah, exactly. Amen's just like, oh, I'm sorry.
It was full faith the whole time.
Yep.
And again, XXS on that Earthshaker. Like, we forget how good he was when he won that ESL Malaysia with Azure Ray, but he was just clutching it the entire time. I mean, this Shaker, it's got to go up in priority for heroes that you look at when you're drafting against XG now. It's a hero that could go mid, but you could also just give it to XG's offlaner and he could win the game.
Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen in that second game of the series. But before we do so, we are going to hear from Purge, because he checked out the other team fights.
That's right. There were so many good fights that I just had to look at more of them. Here's the Tormentor fight at the 20-minute mark. Part of the reason this game was so close is because both teams did such a good job avoiding deaths. And as a result, there wasn't that much of a gold advantage that was able to be attained from these fights. And it just kept the game close and close and close. So fun to watch. The Oracle does die at the start of this fight, though. He's going to buy back immediately and jump into this fight. Miro is going to get shredded. XXS almost survives. And watch this follow-up here, because Pure is kind of sensing blood. He really wants to get this kill, and he's frankly got the damage. But watch for this like Fiend's Grip that could come. At the exact same time, Kataomi, who did buy back, starts running to the right. So a dangerous moment here. And the fact that Pure uses his Blink Dagger to go into the trees here helps ensure that he is absolutely A-okay in this moment. He doesn't have to worry about getting ulted from the Oracle. Everyone else gets the semi-escape. Safe's going to grab the Hoodwink. He's going to grab the Snapfire on the left. So this was actually one of the most convincing fights that we had for a long part of the game. 35 minutes now, 15 minutes later, and they're actually just equal. Save uses his third skill, which does increase his cast range, just to plant a ward. Huge cast range for this, to put this here. They actually don't have a good frontline hero on their team. They're basically all squishy heroes. Makes their lineup very difficult to play, but they do have the Oracle to defend at least. But when they do get a good catch like this, they can kill the supports quite easily, but then they're going to resume kind of playing in a kite way, because they can't really find the good goes until they can clean up all of the backline. And in the meantime, the Aegis steal, they had Save just did like a random stun, ended up grabbing Vision, and this allowed them to actually snatch the Aegis, which further elongated the game. Not too many kills happened as a result of this. Miero gets saved as well. Everyone disengages. They maybe could have pressured Ame in this exact moment, but XXS had this great fissure into Aftershock, which delayed the TA even getting there to that nice vacuum. So the teams are just backing themselves up in incredible ways. And here's the last fight that I'll show you guys here. 48 minutes or so, we're going to see the same thing from Save. He's going to scurry forward, plant wards, get really good vision, and they get lucky and find the Snapfire right away. And she should be dying here. The TA throws a couple attacks, doesn't want to press BKB because it's just a support kill. And there's the Lotuses that end up coming out. They end up healing the Snapfire quite a lot. The Bane gets healed a bunch as well. He gets a brain sap off, and he elongates this fight here. He even tries to Fiend's Grip, but it gets blocked by a Lincoln Sphere. So huge moment as well with this Echo Slam. Watch the body of the TA fly here. It's going to go and hit the Oracle over here, who is trying to jump in and use his ultimate. Unfortunately, getting there just a little bit late and takes extra damage. So every fight was so stupidly close that it was hard for either team to get a big gold advantage. But after this fight, 49 minutes in, XG finally started compounding on this and getting a big gold advantage.
And with that gold advantage, they took the game eventually. BB Team definitely made a strong standstill from their base. Some might even say it was their last stand, which leads us to our final submission for the short film contest, aptly named Last Stand. All these submissions are so good. After the lower bracket finals tomorrow, we will know who would be the best. And that is going to be a tough choice. That is for sure. We are going to focus our attention on our upcoming game because elimination on the line. Extreme BB Team won potentially 2 more games in this series. And that first game was very close. It took very long because BB Team was able to hold on. Because normally, when you're semi-surprised by an anti-mate, I still don't know if they were surprised or not, it goes a little bit faster. This is not a fast game. And I'm sure that nobody's going to get caught off guard.
What I gathered from the interview with Wolf, he was being sarcastic. I think they knew the anti-mage would come out, and they thought that the hoodwink sharpshooter with 2 stuns to layer on top of it would be enough. They thought they would outpace it.
And also with the TA, right? Knowing that you're going to have the TA lane into the Earthshaker, it's going to be a solid lane for Pure to find that farm to create this tempo, but it just didn't really amount to anything. Both teams had so much discipline, but if you rewind the game and watch different fights, when they went aggressive, they fell short. So both teams realized that they couldn't really fight. And of Of course, it did drag out, but
I
again,
mean, and they were so close as well. Like, there's a few key moments where maybe, you go backstage, you talk about this game, and you're like, okay, there were these 2-3 moments where they saved the Armin with like 100 HP, 200 HP. Maybe one of them goes like, sorry, bro, like I had this one spell, I was out of position, I had my blink ready, I got my blink cancelled, like buy some Fisher. If we do this again, like it was good, we just mis-executed. It can't just be as simple as that, because I feel like the heroes themselves weren't really an issue. I didn't maybe love the Sanking pick as much myself, but the rest, I think it was all the gameplay.
I'm just happy we got to save Pure on a game like that. I know that he didn't win the game, but his laning stage was strong. They first picked his hero. He was very stable, hit his timings, was making plays the way that we were used to seeing him, and honestly, it was quite a close game for a while there. I think Pure is finally feeling confident again, and maybe we're going to see that reflected in BB Team's next draft too, where they just early pick a hero for Pure, make sure he has a strong lane, and play off of that.
Yeah, like even then, I saw GPK, he ended the game with 2, 1, and 7, like, beautiful inventory, your refresher, your ags, your shard, like whatever it is. They know that they can still all count on each other. Sure, maybe a slight off game on Mirror. I don't think he was really set up for success, but this also gives you confidence, for the next game. Everyone, you had the strategy you want, you overall played well, some small mistakes here or there, and that's about it. So go into the next game, be confident, trust in each other, and just let it happen.
Yeah, and for everyone that would think that maybe BB Team doesn't have the momentum behind them, obviously they lost game 1. They have done this before, losing that first game and then coming back in both of the games afterwards. In particular, they did that against Nigma Galaxy, who also had a large crowd favoring them, just like Extreme here today. So potentially that will be an option for them here today as well. But I do think that game 1, the indication that it gives for this upcoming game number 2, I kind of feel like we're going to see a slower paced game, T.
Potentially. I think the main thing we're going to learn is, can GPK pick his hero as openly as he did, right? Like, he didn't know who he was playing against. He picks the Storm, they get the Anti-Mage, they get the Death Prophet. If he's going to do this again, XG probably have some of the counters in mind, because I think today we've seen XG counter extremely hard, right? There's a Troll Warlord in the series earlier, they go CK, get that jump, that explosive damage. You have a Storm Spirit, there's an Anti-Mage and a Death Prophet. So maybe BB's adjustment for this series is trying to hold a couple more cards closer to their chest, because Xiaowei is not afraid to just pick some of the big counters.
I kind of like that, because also, like, not just that, like that they're open to doing it, but look at XM. If you expose yourself with whatever counter, like even if it's the most random hero that maybe no one else plays, he will play it. He's going to play Viper for like one of the first times on the main stage just to ruin your game. So maybe try to make it a little less hard for this guy to be as toxic as he is.
We're going to find out what they have in store for each other, guys. It's time for game number 2.
BB Team versus Extreme Gaming. Game 2.
Here we go, Extreme Gaming, Radiant side, BB Team, Dire side. First pick goes the way of BB Team. That means overall last pick for Extreme Gaming. Having that trump card at the end might prove important. And in terms of bans and change-ups, there are really not many, / any at this point. No, this is exactly the same. Wonderful.
Yeah, was the pick order the same in game 1?
No, Extreme had first pick that
Okay,
time
because
around.
I like that BB Team go for this opening, because so XG, what they did, they're like, okay, we're gonna ban the co-op. We don't want GPK to get his hands on this, maybe indicating, maybe they want like an Earthshaker later down the road, so BB Team are like, sure, we're gonna take the Monkey King themselves, but it means that XG, they got their hands on the XM Lesh.
And it feels like the same recipe as the previous game, right? With the Death Prophet, every Exo you make a move. With Leshrac, you activate through the runes, and then as soon as he gets Blink Dagger, it's go, go, go. Find heroes who are by themselves in the jungle. Anyone who's trying to make a sweeping map play, Lesh will follow you, eject and kill you off. So the aggression I'm expecting to see from XG is through the roof.
He sees as a good matchup from the mid lane, because outside of P-Vision, support Monkey King is not popular. Like, you see this hero, you know it's picked for the mid laner, and they're comfortable enough to pick this now and build around it. Just get a stun or two from either a support or XXS plus a support, play with the Leshrac in the mid game, and go forward.
Yeah, sorry.
I say both Pure and GPK can play the Monkey King. So far at TI, it's only been carry.
It's time to wake up, brother. Hey! He's back.
Good morning.
Yeah, I do wonder if Extreme Gaming want to try to corner BB Team here with this Monkey King, because you are first pick. It is not that easy for you to flex this hero around and like try to hide where it goes. Lesh against Monkey is already Leshrac favored. Now, if you're gonna play it carry, there are a lot of options that you can put in the offlane that don't make it that nice for you either. And you've got Zhao 8. This guy knows what heroes want, what heroes don't want to see, and he's gonna make it happen.
Coming out of the phase, I'd really hope they go back for the Elder Titan, like more buff up supports to throw into the mix. If you have ET spirits going around the fight, Leshrac as well, like all this damage is so hard to deal with. I just love XG with enabling supports.
Yeah, and they also go for their own. They go for their own AM ban to protect the Lesh. Good call on the ET. X-Nova, he plays this hero incredibly well. Not just like the laning setup for Ame to like help him through the lane, but XM is always or nearly always like this magic damage abundance. So just throw the spirit on top, buff him up, and save each other.
10 seconds remaining.
I do feel like with the opening, even though we only see 3 picks, it does feel like both teams are doing something completely different. So in terms of expecting a similar game to game number 1 is no longer the case.
Yeah, I would say that this game is gonna be quite different, especially in the early game when you look at like what can happen. Disruptor wants to play aggressive, glimpse people back. Leshrac, he's all about running in, like run in early, level 4 Edict, you go, you get your blink, you go again. If you're BB team, I could look at maybe some Blade Mail heroes. It's like a huge counter to Leshrac. If your heroes inherently buy this item, well, he goes in, sure bro, here's my Blade Mail. You're gonna kill yourself. Gonna have to like try to rethink how you wanna take this fight.
Nice.
They go back for the Hoodwink, which is a hero that I love conceptually versus Leshrac as well. Usually the way you play against this hero is you fight him from a distance. You don't want heroes that get in his face and tank all of that magical AoE damage. Heroes like Hoodwink who can disable him from afar without dying, run away, build kite items, and provide you with the damage you need to kill him early on will be helpful. Still lacking a little bit of stuns on the side of BB team, but this is where the Miro hero comes in.
Yeah, that logic works when you have a hero potentially from Miro to be able to at least stand up front. Right now, there's no hero to provide the information to have the correct positioning. I think if XG are playing on smokes in their own wards, they will, you jump a Disruptor, Hoodwink or Monkey King on Lesh, they're dying in the early game before they get the Force and the Glimmers and the BKBs. Of course, BKB going to way of the Monkey King.
There's another thing I like that BB team did. You take out the Snapfire yourself, you take the Hoodwink, you're like kind of looking at the best phosphors that XG would very likely want on Jin-Q.
Why not bring back the Shadow Demon for Jin-Q? Have another save. If you jump a hero, you have to disrupt against the potential Agnins down the line from the Disruptor. You can purge off Monkey King. You also have the Shard to buff up your Leshrac. It really just pushes everyone forward.
I like it.
It's, ooh, okay, tying Batrider.
I like this a lot.
We went from like the 3rd least amount of kills per minute in a DotA game to now just a full-on bloodbath.
This is super brawl, and if you're a BB team, I am afraid for this Monkey King, like maybe try to put it off lane. You're going mid against the Lesh, and like other heroes are just some random avalanche, you get stomped here. If you lane against Batrider, good luck to you, my brother. This is like top 3 worst matchups that you can run into.
But it's a really fun way to draft against. When you're trying to flex in this position, like you said, Monkey, to mid, not a good lane. To carry, not a good lane. And they've already shown double support. So if they wanted to try and take a page out of P-Vision's book, they couldn't because they've already revealed it. XG are really forcing this Monkey King to have a bad game.
Yeah, I think the best option they have is just to put it mid. Honestly, it is a tougher matchup versus Leshrac, but I've seen a lot of players come out of that doing fine, so long as they get help from their supports as well. And the first 3 waves are really not bad at all. Monkey King should be okay.
You can also buy Mage Slayer to weather the storm a bit, at least have some type of front line for your team, but yeah, still. Monkey King playing from the back foot.
So BB team, they have to pick out of phase. So you need Purest Hero, which is 99% sure. If they do want to pick a new carry, you're going up against Tiny Bat. So Batrider is kind of in the, case where you don't want to pick too many types of carries against it.
Ooh, so they're banning mid still because they don't think it.
Covering their
You know, covering. I was saying they're gonna go. I was thinking Lifestealer, but they ban it out. So I think Abaddon's too slow. We're like in lane against Batrider, sure it's okay, but I think the pacing of the game might hurt the Abaddon.
I would like maybe like a secondary or a semi-carry. I don't know if it's too much in like the house of what Pure wants to play, but I can see a hero like Weaver, just because he does well against Bad. I think you have an okay lane with Disruptor, you can buy Lincolns. I don't know if you guys see anything that he would like.
Keep it more generic and go Gyrocopter, shove the wave, just play for the fact that your team will have a cohesive lineup.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Gyrocopter as well, because the issue is you're also playing against Leshrac. Your Centaur is going to be in the middle of this Leshrac, and so will your Monkey King. And you don't want your carry to be a hero like Faceless Void, who would be good on lane because he has a way to disengage from the toss back, but then he would suffer versus Leshrac. So it's really interesting how they've made it so that if you try to counterpick the offlane Batrider, you're going to lose to the mid lane Leshrac. And if you try to counterpick your carry versus a mid lane Leshrac, the Batrider will punish you. The archetype of heroes get punished by both lanes.
They also have no damage. That's a big problem. So surviving the lane, like you're mentioning, is often low damage heroes. Their survivability, they're kiting. They're not bringing life to the mid game or any of the early map movement that you want to expect from Pure.
I mean, I wonder if there's anything else, like, because I think at the end of the day, you have to accept that Monkey King won't have a good lane in one of the 2 lanes. So where do you feel like you can get the more valuable pick out of it? Is there, I don't know if there is a GPK pick on mid where you feel like, yeah, I'm going to take over the game. You just take the L in the safe lane with the Monkey King. Because I personally would also prefer if it's just the mid Monkey King itself.
They went for the Faceless Void anyway.
Yep.
So the issue with this Void is it's really good against this fat, tiny offlane because once he gets tossed back, he can gap close. He can get away from that. He just blinks away. But if this Leshrac is having a good game and he's getting on top of this Void, that's not pretty. That is not fun for him at all.
That was quick.
That's a spin.
You have a lot of go-in potential on XG. It faces Void, yeah, if you get there. We've seen it many times before. Void does very well with a couple of slots, but the first 4 picks of XG alone, it gets me pumped. It gets me excited for the game, for what they can do. Now you have a Sven, high damage, you can jump in.
And BB have done an incredible job at finding comebacks in games, and this is the type of game for it. How can GPK enter from all the aggression we expect to see from the first 4 heroes, activating Arme's farm? GPK needs to itemize to play for the fight. If he doesn't, Void will farm, Center will farm, Disrupt to Hoodwink, they need heroes to play into the game. So my eyes are on GPK bringing any life for this game for BB.
Yeah. The thing is, Pure on his Faceless Void, if it gets to the ultra late game and he has his BKB and his items, he will carry this game. The issue is, of course, XM on the Leshrac can do a lot of damage. He can really hurt this map. So if they can slow down the Leshrac a little bit, and if they can get Pure to that point of the game where he's strong enough, they've definitely got a shot.
Yeah, I need BB team to do some miraculous things in this early game. I don't think it's an easy task, but they can do it. For me, XM Leshrac, I think he might go crazy this game.
We do know that BB team has had a little bit of a track record for not being too strong in the old laning stage, but it hasn't really slowed them down because they still got to this point to begin with.
Yeah, and that aside, it's been a tough kind of tournament for Pure, and I feel like if they are to get to game 3, it is because of Pure stepping up and finding his rhythm in the game and becoming the true carry. So a lot of pressure on Pure, but if there's ever a time for him to step up, it has to be in this game.
How long does a Faceless Void normally need?
Too long.
Oh.
He needs, I would say before 25 minutes, he doesn't want to do too much. You join with some Chronosphere, but if they can weather through 25, 30 minutes with an okay net worth, they're going to be okay. I'm just afraid that early on, they're going to lose some map and it could get hard.
Okay, it looks like Extreme Gaming has got a pretty good draft on their hands here. And I'm sure that Zhao does agree, and he is on stage right now with Tsunami.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am joined by Zhao of Extreme as we prepare for the final game of the night. Now, I know BB Team have been your rivals all season long, but last month you finally beat them at Snow Rui. I have to know, what have you learned about them that you finally have the upper hand?
就我们也一直知道 BB 战队是超级战队的宿敌，然后呢，但是你们在上个月雪瑞的比赛当中呢，已经成功的战胜他们一次了。那想问你们是学到了什么，来让你们现在能取胜了呢
？BB 战队特别厉害，然后我们上一次是侥幸战胜他们，最近训练打他们从来没赢过，所以这是一场很艰难的比赛。
Well, BB team is a really strong team. And honestly, in all our streams, we have never beaten them. So it is pure luck that's going on right now. And I mean, this is going to be a very fierce match as well. And we're going to have to give it all we got.
Some say luck, some say skill. How about in the mid lane matchup? I know XM has had trouble with GPK in the past. Last game, you gave him last pick Death Prophet. This game, you gave him first pick Leshrac. Are you prioritizing him or letting XM figure it out himself?
那我们也知道 GPK 一直以来是毛哥的一个比较棘手的一个对手，然后呢就看到你们上一把你们是最后一手才选了一个中单英雄给毛哥，然后这把呢你们却是一手就选了这个拉希克给毛哥。那我想问你现在就是这个中单的这个优先度是多少呢？你们是否会更加考虑这个毛哥的这个处境这个兑现呢？
其实这两把 毛哥应该是把 GPK 拿捏了，2把英雄都是被我们读到了，而且是都被我们选到我们自己想要的英雄。
I'm pretty confident that XM will be able to beat GPK for both these matches. Like last game, we predicted what they're going to pick for mid, and I think that our final pick countered them pretty well. And the same here as well. I think our left track will do fairly well against the Monkey King. So I'm pretty confident that XM is going to shine in both games.
Makes sense to me. And now, real quick, I can hear the crowds are awake over here, but it's 5 a.m. in China. You got anything you'd like to say to all the Chinese fans who may have fallen asleep after last game to wake them up?
现场观众呢，我们都能听到他们都醒了，都在为你们欢呼。但是国内的观众呢，因为那边已经是凌晨5点钟了，可能有一些看你们前面一场太憋了，都已经睡着了。那有什么话来唤醒他们，来给你们来继续支持你们呢？
我们会尽力冲上去的。
We will continue winning and going further.
Let's see it happen in the game then, as we get into game number 2.
Thank you so much, Neil Zhao Wei. It's wonderful to hear that there is still a lot of life left in this arena. And I do have to mention as well, if you were looking there on the camera shots of the crowd, that entire section of Chinese fans are right behind the BB team play area. So a little bit of intimidation sitting in there behind them.
Indeed, indeed. And intimidation here again with the XM Leshrak. Yes, a very frightening hero coming out in this one. And I don't know, the answers, I'm feeling kind of what the panel was putting down there. It's looking a little tough in the early game here for BB Team.
Well, luckily we don't have to worry about the early game because we're going to 60 minutes again, Charlie.
Right, okay. Well, that would be good news, I would say, for BB Team. I also do think that Ame on this Sven, it suits him really well with how the team has been playing, and he sort of has gone a little bit back and forth throughout this event in terms of being like full-on AFK, and then we had this morning when he played that Ursa game, he rotated the mid when it was really good to try and go on Sumail, to try and shut down that Shadow Fiend. So I think Sven's an excellent hero because he's great at AFKing, but when you have those moments when it's time to join in, having that stun can make such a big difference for you.
And certainly can help out a lot in the laning stage too. Save, hitting on a nice bushwhack there to get some separation, but Miero is going to be probably offering some pretty nice saves as this game goes on later and later. We've seen that cart just make like all the difference in the world. You can get to a good timing on the Ags.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we know what's coming out first though.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got to get a Helm of the Dominator here. All right, we need to have one. It is tradition, and you know, it might not be the only one. Of course, Pure looking at one, and also XXS on the Batrider currently considering it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has continued to be just the thing that's going to keep coming up. I will say that when you've got a lot of potential here in this game for stacking, XG has a huge amount of potential to not just take their own stacks they build up, but also steal them if BB teams start to build a few. Between Sven, Lesh, Batrider, like it's all looking good.
Yeah, I think they might want to take a page out of XG's book and not make too many stacks on BB Team because they don't have the best heroes to farm them.
No.
Like, at all. So I would not be looking to make those because I think you're right. I think they would simply be vulnerable to any aggressive maneuvers by XG. And the panel as well bringing this up, right? The Spaceless Void, good in the lane, right? You can see it right there. He's able to time walk away. I mean, you're being pressured by this Batrider who doesn't even have Sticky at this point. It's just the idea that he could be stuck on top of you thanks to this toss and avalanche. If you don't have that, you're going to have a terrible time in the lane. But that mid game, it can be so awkward initiating on a Leshrak sometimes. I mean, I have seen a Void jump in Chrono and simply die to a Chrono Lesh, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And particularly if you like get to the later stages and get to the Nihilism, coming out with an Aghanim Scepter, you can maybe even save your own allies by turning them ethereal. There's a lot of potential ways that that could go. And Lesh, one of the heroes coming into this tournament that people were talking about as just one of the strongest heroes out of the mid lane. Ame, not easy to come on up and contest these last hits at the moment, but does have the help of X-Nova on the ET, a hero that we haven't seen a ton, but does still provide some great like objective control, good laning stage.
I think almost all of his games have been in the main event, at least for me. Like, I feel like we didn't get to cast much from during the Rose of TI, but looking through a lot of these main event games, ET is starting to become more and more popular. And if the game goes anywhere like last game, he's a fantastic hero in stalemates, right? Scouting out situations, controlling objectives by just walking the Spirit around and having the threat of the stomp the entire time. Really excels in that.
Pure backs away as the damage starts to rack up a little bit onto him. There is going to come a moment where XinQ and XXS could just go for the all-in play onto one of these heroes. But another one of these games where we're at the 5-minute mark and no first blood. Will that change here? Pure decides to start hitting XinQ a few times. Katomi keeps the pressure on, but not really any more mana here. An Avalanche, a toss back, XXS onto Katomi, but is going to get pushed away. And again, all that little action for nothing.
Yeah, nothing doing up here. Mid lane going quite well for GPK. Of course, this is what you expect out of him, doing very well in his laning stage, but no threats of rotations with how busy these side lanes are.
XinQ glimpsed back in. Still standing fine. Throws out the Avalanche and the toss. Good damage, forcing out the time walk from Pure.
Yeah, he'll do a little walk here, but it's at a good time. I mean, the wave's already dead. His is pushing into the tower, so there's plenty of time for him to run home right now. And XS is actually still going to get the Lotus.
XM, they are going to back out, and even dropping the Wukong's command, X-Nova will retreat out of this.
All that for a bottom rune. His save moves down to secure it now.
X-Nova not going to be able to make any serious play to stop this from happening. I guess you could go for a stomp here if you want, but no, the Katomi is just going to take the regen rune for himself.
He needed a little bit more, you know, than GPK did.
Yeah, 32 to 31, very even, but with the deny advantage into the favor of the Monkey King. And Miro able to stop the Ame pull that was going in, takes away one of the range creeps. But 7 minutes and nothing doing.
Yeah, but both teams just feeling the effects of last game, perhaps feeling the effects of the late night air here as we move past 11 o'clock, chilling their way through this game number 2. I will say, I don't think this game will be quite as chill. This looks a little bit more explosive in the mid game for me. I feel like there's better initiations. I don't think the counter initiation is quite as intense as the last game. I feel like there are some advantages to actually moving first this time because we don't have such powerful saves on either side.
Right.
Really the best thing for disruption on the side of XG is probably the ET. And on the side of BB team, it's like, what? Not too much, right? No. It's like an eventual cart, perhaps.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But if you jump a target on the side of XG, as long as there's not like some big chrono threat or something, you do have the opportunity to actually finish the play.
Of course, for BB, going to be looking to see if GPK can make some solid moves around in this one and set himself up for success. I will say that for the Monkey King, this new facet, the changing of the guard, is super annoying to play against these melee cores. You think that you got the Monkey King caught, and suddenly he's just able to jump away.
And you can see up here that it's XinQ on the lane. Well, that's because XXS was back using his helm. He clears out one of the camps and brings the Hellbear Smasher up here to help out.
Save. Waiting for somebody to show up. The Lesh is there. This could be chance here. Has a Fairy Fire, a bottle, and spotting him out. They jump on in. Able to do some good damage, but XM living for the moment. Then the Avalanche, the jump away. GPK down low, but manages to draw that first blood. Now XXS wants to hunt, gets him there with the lasso. He's going to get glimpsed out, and the heal, is it going to be enough? No. GPK goes down to the combo, and a 1-for-1 there.
Yeah, slight edge to BB team, but very important that you come back and at least get some sort of a punish there. But man, I don't know, XXS, he's looking pretty solid. Like, he's going to really start accelerating right now. He's stacking up both of these camps. He's got his helm creep. He's in a position to get very large on this Bat Rider, and he's going for that aggressive build on the drums. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the ancient stack, but still has quite a bit to go back for.
Pure picking up the Lotus now, playing underneath the ward. We'll see where they end up going. Also, if there's any attempt at trying to like pressure down the towers, it's a strange thing for BB team. Like, you've got the double helm creep, so there is some options there of trying to play aggressive, but the way that BB have tended to play, it's just sort of trying to maximize farm instead. And Miro actually sending in his creep on the bottom side is playing near X-Nova and the Lesh.
I mean, I think that's the play. I think we're chilling, bud. You know, I will say, I was out in the arena, walking around. The chairs are comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
So that's great news for all of you fine folks out there. Because it's been a long day, and I don't think it's ending anytime soon.
The way that things have gone so far, it doesn't seem to be. Hastern claimed for the Lesh. And, of course, we'll use that time to run back and farm up some more creeps. Has the option to move in. But why do that when there's creeps to hit?
Of course. I mean, creeps are worth a lot of gold.
Absolutely.
Right? That's something I've learned watching a couple thousand games of Dota.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. Miro just going to go straight for the Blade Mail. I mean, this is going to be an issue in this game. Like, if you get into that Blade Mail for the Centaur, the Lesh will just blow himself up. And XM is going more for the initiation type of build, taking that blink, as opposed to trying to stand tall in a fight.
This is I need some Lotus's build.
Yeah.
I need a little bit of help. As God, I have to agree with Kezu. T-Gub's animation was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like when you're shoving. Like, that's how I envision it when I'm just shoving the Lotuses down my core's throat. Like, live, damn it, live! You know? You can tell that T is, it really hurt him going on that big MMR grind, you know? You can tell there's some trauma there.
There's always some left over. The core just won't do what you want them to do. Absolutely.
Got to do it yourself.
Ame back along the bottom. XXS.
Do you think that's why the core players are building so many helms? It's like a support that just listens to you.
Yeah,
it's like you can actually just control your support and tell them, go stack this. Oh, hey, could you go catch that wave? And you get all the gold. Okay,
exactly.
This all makes a lot of sense. Now I'm understanding the meta's true meaning.
As soon as they saw that creep hero, they were like, okay, we got another hero. We're ready. Success taking full advantage. Lose a tower, don't care. E-farm Ancients.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Diffusal Blade done. XM might be in some trouble there. Drops the Chrono down. Pure kind of killing himself, but it's not going to be enough.
Done.
The combo, the toss. No, he gets out just barely.
Now Kanomi
able to live. They take down XM. Nova is way deep right now. Unfortunately for him, will not be able to take down Katomi.
He's not dropping. They're trying to kill me right there. It's criminal. Come on, buddy. I know you got him.
They're ready. Man, I feel like this is now also what we were kind of hoping to see. Helm creeps running down lanes.
Okay, do not say that. Oh, that's what we were hoping to see. Helm creeps running down lanes.
Well, that's what I was hoping at least. It was either that or them farming, one or the other.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we don't really have a great option here, do we?
Ame unbothered, getting towards that echo. And you can see that ping down lane. It does feel like GPK wants to head on in and start hunting.
Okay. I mean, he's got his Diffusal Blade. It's a good aggressive option here. Harder to hunt on this version of the Monkey King, though, right? As you were pointing out before, he doesn't go for the Tree Dance facet, which has lost a lot of its luster with the nerfs.
I guess with this combination and Static Storm up in a second, save Katomi could, you know, combo together to take down Ame, maybe even themselves. So 13.5 minutes. Looks like Wisdom should be a trade-off here. And XXS starts taking down that top tier 1 tower. BB team, after taking that mid tower, wanting to push this to a game number 3 here, the 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I think that's going to come down to them understanding and preparing for this timing. It's going to come from XG. I'd say it's very similar to the last match. Last time it was BB team who had this more of like 20-minute timing was theirs. I think that belongs to XG this time, right?
Right.
Ame gets like 3 items up, and then he wants to join into these engagements. Now, here's the really interesting part, is XM with this Blink Dagger and nothing else, right? Leshrac is a true glass cannon. So often, this hero is drafted with some sort of a save, be it like an Oracle or maybe like a Shadow Demon, something that can assist you. This guy has 1,200 health right now.
And it was first pick, too. They opted just to go with it full glass cannon like you're talking about.
Yeah, it's very frightening. Although, you know, I look around, we get some low HP pools this game. mean, save's not even at 900.
That's pretty nuts for modern Dota.
I know. I'm so used to seeing everyone at like 1,500 at this point in the game.
Well, a smoke up with 3. There is a Blink Dagger just now completed for the Centaur on top of the Blade Mail. And finding a kill onto XXS would be a really big boon for them there.
I mean, they're looking for XM right now because Miro sees him here.
Starting to look.
But his smoke popped. Oh,
Sync Q.
Yeah.
That is not the kill they wanted, but they will be happy getting something at the very least.
And
so,
this is why he was standing here.
Yeah.
Right? He knew this was a possibility.
A turnaround, Static Storm, XM onto Katomi. Hits him, but gets glimpsed away. XXS still alive.
Well, Ame's
Pure
coming in.
finds the Chronosphere, but XM looking for the stomp. Forced to jump away from that one for the moment. Ame now hitting into Miero. They try to back away, but the control is there. XXS, he lives through that.
Wait, save. He's going in.
Save, tries to find the snipe. It's not enough, quite enough damage. XXS lives on 1 HP.
Oh, just burning down with the stoked. He's fine. He's okay. Whew.
Real. Just when you thought it was starting to go into the favor of BB Team, they lose their heroes like that.
You know, it looks a lot like last game. Just thinking that you can go in there and get something done, and he did all that before the Maelstrom was finished.
Now a jump, an avalanche to cover. XM still in trouble, but the Lotus, the heal, it's not enough.
Nice. Good pushback there with the Hurricane.
GPK taking damage from the Diabolic Edict, and well, now the Batrider here with Ame in tow, it'll be enough to take that kill.
All right, that was now not worth it. Getting the kill on XM, because that's going to put Ame into your tier 1 tower here with 30 seconds to go until the lasso is back up. You're at this point now where you're actually quite tanky on XXS, right? I mean, you saw it in that chrono. He survives for so long that he eventually gets the lasso onto Pure, but he can just use this Boots of Barrier to just kind of force himself in alongside his Helm Creep and grab these lassos that you kind of expect a Blink to be needed for.
Well, and if they keep up this type of momentum, I mean, Sven's going to be getting to a Blink Dagger and a BKB pretty soon. That can make all the difference in the world. Pure is still a long way away from having the damage that he's going to need. And they really don't have that much to throw into the chrono either. It's like you kind of need to get a Wukong's command down, and if you commit all that, you better have caught everybody.
And again, we don't have this save. So what's going to happen is that you have a Blink Dagger now on top of Ame. He's going to blink in, he's going to stun his target. While they're stunned, you're going to have this Boots of Bearing XXS run in and lasso them. This continuous stun is going to be giving the Vanquisher bonus the whole time to the Sven. And during that, you can't really stop it, right? Unless a chrono comes out or something. It's not going to look good. You're just going to have to like throw your bodies in and pray that you then don't just get annihilated by the ET who can be covering them the whole time with Stomp and Spirit.
And that was another one of those instances where in this game, BB Team, they make the aggressive move. XG, they absorb that contact, and then they counterattack. And that has been their formula for success.
Yeah, initiations have not gone well.
No. Across the board for both of these teams. They either don't connect on target, or they end up feeding away a couple heroes.
Now some blue collar rune scouting up top there. Katomi just waits for it and does find an arcane rune. He holds it for a long time for GPK. He does take it and starts moving northward here. But what are they hoping to find?
Well, X-Nova already away. All the rest of them on the bottom side of the map. The only hero not joined together with the rest of XG is the Leshrac, who has decided to go next for the Kaya and queuing immediately into the BKB. So BKB timings, it's what we're looking for on XG. For BB Team, I mean, they have a couple too that are coming up, but the pipe timing feels like the best one for Miero, I guess.
Yeah, and GBK's BKB, which is also finished, I believe, too. So that is definitely some good news for the BB fans out there. And on the side of XG, that BKB, it's a long ways away for XM, so ideally, he's kind of hoping for an Aegis, you know? Take a fight up here. I mean, Tormentor's coming up soon. You're hoping to control that area with the ET. Should be yours. But BB Team maybe trying to sort of flex up here and say, hey, we're the ones who are going for this, but their tormenting is not nearly as good as XG's.
No. No, they do not take it quickly. At least not if you don't bring a ton of people with you. GPK looking like a little bit of a different tree. XM, they show on a Obsword, actually.
This is so awkward. What are we doing, BB team?
I mean, they saw XM on that ward, and they really were hoping he would just come down and play into
We are not going to initiate.
I mean, that's the thing. There's 4 heroes here, and I don't know, maybe they're just a little trigger shy.
I mean, I don't blame them, for
Yeah.
sure. I wouldn't want to jump in there.
Top tower is under attack.
Maybe I'm underestimating this tormenting. I mean, I guess they're so far away, it's not really going to matter.
Yeah, if they bring everybody pretty much, they can take it down.
Okay, yeah, Pure is even coming through. Okay. Oh,
Whoa.
okay. All right, we're smoking up here.
I mean, there were so many of these last rounds where, okay, no, they smoke on a couple, but then...
It was like, if they're here, we smoke.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're just throwing Kataomi at the wave.
Okay. So Tormentor goes to Kataomi.
Oh, he's feeling feisty. Is he going for this?
He's thinking about it.
Retreat.
Get out of here. Dude, you don't want... Did we left?
Oh. Come on, do it.
Kataomi.
Maybe
Coming. He can do it with the
they're
glimpse.
TPing. He's like, I just got Tormentor. I'm good to feed.
I mean, yeah, he's realizing that it's not going to work. So drops down the Thunder Strike and then backs away.
All right.
Top tower.
Back he goes.
Miro, in the meantime, sends his creep into the tier 1 tower. Catapult going to do some good damage to that one. It won't quite go down. Is within deny range if they wanted to do that. But it seems that XG want to keep their tier 1 tower alive if possible.
Zinq been playing so defensive in this series. Again,
Dude, everybody has been playing so defensively.
It's true, but like, I mean, you have this Solar Crest, Soul Ring, Tranquil Boots build, right? I mean, how many, like, it's just so tempting to go Blink. But Blink really wouldn't help him that much in these situations.
Yeah.
It's going to be very valuable once the fights actually begin, but we're not there yet. And
No.
he recognizes that.
Almost that BKB done. I will say in this game, I feel like Chrono late stage does just sort of beat everything in a way. Like it sometimes can be that difference maker, and you know, putting the hopes and dreams of your team on the back of Pure so far has not been a bad bet. Like he's had some up and down performances, but when push comes to shove, he has been able to pull things together there.
He's been trending upward.
Yes.
You know, him and 9 Class both. As the event goes on, they're gaining more and more power.
Has fallen.
Now, together, 4 heroes again, a BB in the mid lane, not smoking yet. XM, he's just going to farm down on the south side of the map. They're going to try and hunt him here. Shows for a moment,
I mean,
but
that's
immediately blinks out.
I mean, that's all their BKBs ready. Are they going to start the Roche now? This would be a pretty bad time for BB team to really commit for this, because that's BKB Bath, BKB Lestrak, BKB Sven, and they're going to smoke up.
Yeah, this is a huge power spike for XM.
All right, now, here's the question. When BB team smokes, it's been very hazardous for their health. Will it work out well for XG?
Have a lot of ways to get out of the fight. Have the Chrono if they need to run, they can drop it. They have the Stampede, Kataomi. Oh, nicely done. Will break that smoke, ends up giving up his life for it.
And then he's just hitting creeps. There is no insta rush to Roche or
Nope.
anything. Well, I say that. I saw a ping, but no. All right. Abandoned ship.
They're like, Ahmed, come on, it'll be great. Come,
Yeah.
come hit Roche, it's gonna be so much fun.
He's just got the music playing in his headphones.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he's not listening. He checks his watch. It's like it's not 30 minutes yet. I'm good.
They're making their way towards it, but it is gonna be a cool minute. And Vale, Miro looking towards Ashiva's. Wouldn't mind that one bit.
Yeah, kind of an interesting game to go for it. A lot of mixed damage on the side of XG, right? We got magic. We got a lot of physical. We got a little bit of pure coming out. So kind of hard to get this like super secure aura that just does everything.
Listen, crowd, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. We don't have Lycan anymore, but can on 3, can I get an AU? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I needed it to come back for just a moment. That's all I needed.
It kind of works, you know. Nighttime's coming in 30 seconds.
That was the signal, too, for, listen, whenever anything gets a little bit dull, we'll just howl, and then things will start happening. They went in to hit Roche, but now it's over.
And then Roche is going to start his great migration.
Oh, yeah. Smoke up from XG.
Oh, there's a good one, though. The old basher on the monkey. Obviously not as broken as it once was, but still going to be a useful tool in this game.
Okay. Nighttime falls.
They're smoking up.
Dude, that spot right there that Katomi is by has had so many wards dewarded in this series.
It's a graveyard of wards. Oh, Xinq, does he just go? He plants the
jump, Avatar onto 3! Ooh, but then the BKB reaction jumps away.
Dude, this is all just for a tiny.
They've used everything.
Just
so much. XSS pulls on Impure. The stun is there, he's gone! Oh, and XM is there with the follow-up. Now on to the Centaur, tries to TP away, no! Dude, Xinq just tanked everything.
I mean, he just jumped in and they just mashed their faces all over their keyboards. They hit every single spell just for him. Man. And then you just get XXS strolling on in. He's like, I don't have a Blink Dagger. I don't need one. I got Xinq. I'm going to pick you up, and your Faceless Void is going to get absolutely vanquished by my Sven.
A very big moment in this game. XG, when they hit their initiations, it works well. Finding 3 heroes up there. And now into the next phase of this game. XM has an Aegis. Playing in his Leshrac. BB team, if they want to stay in this tournament, they gotta find some way to outlast that and then scale into the late game. Because the early game pressure that was, if it was ever possible, is gone now.
Yeah, and this is the dream, right? Pushing in at this part of the game with a Leshrac, with an Aegis, feels so powerful, level 18. And you unfortunately have Chronosphere on your team, and one of the best counters to Chrono in the game is the Aegis. Just makes it incredibly awkward for Faceless Void to play his game. He wants that one and done perfect spell that just secures the fight for his team, and you just can't get that versus the Aegis.
This is gonna be a tough one. Actually going for that Glimmer, kind of a cool pickup, but you sort of wonder, there's been a couple of times at this tournament where we've seen carry players or whoever else off to the side trying to farm while your high ground is getting slammed into. XG, do they want to try and take it to the late game, keep farming, or are they going to try and take this early advantage that they've built up?
I mean, right now they're just hunting Helms, and the Greedies are coming out on both sides. Bat, Tiny, and Disruptor picking it up, so they know the name of the game. Oh, as well for X-Nova. Greedy, greedy, greedy.
Katomi, forced staff to get away, does have Glimpse, uses it now, and immediate TP away. He's burning, he's burning, he's burning, he's gone.
Jeez, from downtown, that Avalanche.
Ame manages to clean up and get the last touch there, taking the top spot now here in the net worth.
The tower with his Helm Creep, very good.
Getting whatever they possibly can. A greedy there for X-Nova too, as you can see. I mean, this is one other nice part, at least, is the Faceless Void will start to scale into some more damage with the levels. Took the level 15 time lock damage and is getting close to that 20.
Yeah, that would be a big moment for him. I mean, likewise, it would be nice if they could get some more levels on their Monkey King too, who's just level 16 right now. Kind of struggling.
Yeah, but Ame gets the Daedalus. That one can hurt.
Oh man, this Vanquish is just, it's so much damage.
Crowd feeling it right now.
I mean, I don't blame them. Everything's been going their way. It's looking good. I mean, the scoreline just says 8-6, but the important kills have certainly been on the side of XG.
Oh yeah. A couple of those big objectives. I mean, it is not an enormous lead at this point, but the bigger problem is this Aegis and how much you're able to get around the map, trying to bully and push BB team into areas where they don't want to be, where they don't want to farm.
Credit to BB team. They have spent a lot of time chasing these Helm creeps, and they have not gotten a tier 2 yet with this Aegis.
Yeah.
I think at some point we're just going to see them fully commit down mid or something. That might be coming soon, since there's only 2 minutes left on this Aegis. But you really want to secure a tier 2 with this if you're XG. And there it is, that level 20, man. Those levels are coming quick on Pure. He's getting a lot of space right now. I mean, he got punished a bit earlier today, right? With some of these plays where he was farming really aggressively, trying to just go for every little bit he could when he was in a situation where they were falling behind and they needed him to catch up on these levels in gold.
Yeah.
So far, he's getting away with it.
And trying to make his way towards a Lincoln Sphere, so he'll have some more damage there. A Chrono onto XXS could be an option if he shows, but XXS is backing away.
He's really annoying, too. I mean, he's got 27 armor. No, doesn't feel great targeting the bat either, because if you mess up, if he survives, you just get lassoed.
XXS looking, jumps in, Pure. Does he go for it? He will. Chrono save, pops the ultimate. Does he have enough damage? No, he's gonna go for the control.
No, you see, like that. It looks like that.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you for the demonstration. I really appreciate it, XXS.
Oh, wow. One stun, one hit, 1100 crit, and save is out of there. Oh man, it's always so tough, the decision. Do you go in, do you try and fight, do you just run away? And that time, BB team chose poorly.
I mean, do you even get away there? Look at Zinq. He's just chucking the creep forward to hurry things up. You know?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
8,000 gold lead now. XG wanting to rewrite the script. How many times has it been BB team, Vision, Falcons in the grand finals on the last day? XG, they've only made it 2 times. They want to make it to that last day themselves and give Ame another shot at the title.
I see Kataomi. He's running around here with this shard. He's throwing down these Thunder Strikes. He's trying to get to that Eggs. That is certainly a massive turnaround item that he could go for here. He gets a glimpse back here on XM, who
pops his BKB late.
Yeah, all right.
And gets out.
Tormentor time here.
XG takes this one down for themselves, and it's going to be X-Nova that gets the shard.
Okay. Oh, that actually is really scary with the stun.
Yeah.
So it allows you to put an alt cast on where you can appear where you stomp. So if you have this really secure stun and disable, typically you're playing the back line, and that doesn't give you the physical reduction. You're not able to remove their armor. But in theory, versus someone like this Faceless Void who has 20 base armor, if you were to alt cast in on top of him while he's stunned, he's already getting obliterated by Sven, but he's really gonna get obliterated by Sven.
He will go to no armor.
Yeah, he'll just get. It's actually gonna show the hero get cut in half.
I guess he does have the helm.
There's the Kobold. People love that Kobold.
In absence of Howls, we will take Kobold.
Yes, although we do need him to take a big drink for everyone in the crowd. That is the key to the Kobold can.
Get hydration.
Yes, very
hydration
important.
Hydration is happiness. Smoke up, 10K ahead. BB team, do they have an answer to this? XXS is looking.
Running away or sacrificing Kataomi?
Kataomi?
Is that an answer?
Well, it's not a great one, but it is an answer. Pure jumps back. Oh, they find it right away. Oh, but there's the Chrono, the turnaround, the TP out. Can he escape the damage?
Oh, it's close.
But he gets out just barely.
All right. Okay, so, not the best to have to do that, but he lives.
He lives.
The only thing worse is dying while doing that, and boy, that was close. But he's out, he survives. That does mean no Chrono here for 2 minutes, though. And that is also when Roche may be respawning here.
Yeah, if you are a BB team fan, you want a Roche spawn of at least a minute after this 40-second mark. And for XG, instant would be very nice for them.
And it's just Chrono. I mean, you look at these fights, right? And you see the triple BKBs on the course. And you think, like, how do you stop them? There's just nothing else they have that's going to delay that, of course, except for Kataomi, who is getting there.
Yes.
He will be the key, which, I mean, he was also the key last game, right? There was this massive pressure on him.
Ame, not even God strength, forces out a lot. Miro will stampede.
Oh, XSS? Hold on.
Oh, if Miro gets caught there, no. It's a different set.
He still doesn't have Blink. Yeah.
Killed my brother. Kataomi drops the Static Storm. Oh, XM does not appear to care.
Yeah, he's not going to waste it this time. He's just Gale guarding and walking it off.
Yeah. But we're almost there on Disruptor. Has
to.
Just about the amount of gold that he needs to finish it off.
Okay, so this morning, Pure was playing Nature's Prophet, and he got punished many times doing this exact thing, right? They had these defensive wards down here, knowing that's how Pure was going to farm to try and recover in a game like this. Currently, XG, they don't have those wards. They don't have the vision down here, so he's going to get away with it for now.
On the other side, GPK, while Ame takes this tower, is going to go for a bit of a sneaky play trying to get the wisdom. Xingqiu is like so ready for this. And yeah, GPK realizing what's going on is just going to TP out. Oh my god, and not a second too soon.
Yeah, that could have been a bit hazardous for his health, so he'll get out, and XSS is going to grab the other. So double Shrines of Wisdom and activate an Amplified Damage Rune as well for XM. Things are looking all up for XG as Roche will appear in the Northern Pit.
So the one other thing about this is Katome did not show any of the pieces of his Aghanims.
That's true, he's been hiding it this whole time in his career.
And has a smoke, so there is a decent chance that they will not be expecting this on the side of XG. If you are BB fan, this is the biggest hope that they got.
They have a really greedy ward here. Xnova immediately finds it. Like, this is just the greediest ward that you can go for. Because they know they got to win this Roche fight. They want to catch them off guard here with the Ag Scepter.
And they managed to take it there. That's the Blink Dagger done for the bat now, too.
Okay, so Katome, the pressure was on him. And unfortunately, he was not able to rise to the occasion in several of those very pivotal engagements last game. His Oracle had some issues, didn't get his blinks off, got chased down by the opponents, couldn't save his cores. Now he has the most important item in this game on the Aghanim Scepter, this Disruptor. He is their chance to turn this game around right now. Don't let it get to you, you know.
Oh, no.
No, of course not.
They jump away after the smoke breaks. It was on a tree. GPK the one showing. Miero shoves out that mid wave. Bottom is pressuring in a little bit. There isn't a creep to continue that movement down south. And it looks like Ame is actually just going to go back to deal with it. Let's decide to go for the Pyrrhic Cloak. So if BKB is down...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really falling on his sword down here. Oh, okay, I'll go clear the wave, guys. You know what? Don't mind me.
Very nice for him.
It's a big sword to fall on.
Doesn't quite have 25. Could be another big window for him. But the Giant's Maul for Pure. And still a ways away from a Scotty. It's about 4,000 gold behind the Sven. Crippling Crossbow maybe could make the difference.
Xnova has drawn a wraparound play here. He's got big ideas.
I think Katome is still not shown this Aghanim Scepter.
That's being very sneaky.
And they'll go for another smoke play now.
He does have another one after as well, in case this one doesn't work out. They've been saving them. That's a swift blink on Ame, my goodness.
Miero sends out his creeps first. Vision is really good for XG here. They break on Vision, jump forward, stomp, not going to connect. Do they have anything else? Xnova backs away, XXS jumps in, lasso out, the sleep is there. Pulling him out of position, Ame, he goes in, immediately caught there. Oh no, it's XM.
Yeah, they got
Chrono and dead. Now trying to back out. They've used Chrono, they've used Static Storm.
Ame's still pretty far back. He can't get in. So there you go. They had to double drop it onto XM, but it did secure the kill.
He does also have buyback on XM.
And the cooldown's not that bad, right? Like, by the time Leshrak's back, you've got Static Storm again. This is not Chrono, right? So even if the Chrono's not back, at least you're going to have that Static Storm available. And they don't have the confidence to go and control this Roche Pit without the Leshrak. That's going to delay things to the point where it might move down south.
Yeah, they're already starting to send themselves down to the bottom side of the map. GPK farms up a bit. He's working towards a nullifier.
They're going to see Ame here. No one's going to join him, though. It's just Pure and Miro's creep. I do think if they catch wind of this on XG, I would like to see these bottom wards. Because like, it was so pivotal in the earlier match for BB team that I think it's something they should be thinking about.
Finding those catches down here south.
Yeah, like you know Pure's going to greed for these. In fact, there's even a ping from Ame. He's like, hey.
You take care of that
Help me out here, please.
So I think this is going to be full Scotty done.
Okay, you know, I didn't know if he'd get there. He's almost, you know, he's level 24 now, too. Trying to find another Chronosphere after this by going for a refresher.
Another one of these games with low kills going late. Both sides very afraid of just making one step incorrect and throwing away whatever advantage they might have.
Interesting choice here from XinQ. He's gone for the Wind Waker. So he's probably going to need a cast range assistance, right? It's a little tight, depending on the spacing of the chrono. He might not be able to get the save that he's envisioning if it's layered over top of the Static Storm again, right?
Yeah, that is an issue. And then the other problem, I feel like we almost always see backtrack get taken for the Faceless Voids nowadays, but I wonder if there's any world where, because you've got like such weird positioning and save, that you take the bigger Chronosphere. It's hard to imagine.
It's just like if you just dodge one Sven hit, though, it's
yes,
there's just too much value.
That's true. And again, every minute that goes by, I feel like this is into the favor a little bit of BB team. They're getting into this next tier of items. They will find a lasso, but the stomp is there for the counter initiation, and XXS is in trouble. XXS is gone. XinQ, he might be next. Do they have any way to get XinQ out of here? Under control, Wind Waker to try and back out. BKB!
Nice,
oh, Miero with the reactions to GPK! Oh, the chrono! It's perfect! It catches Ame off to the side. XM is very far away. Ame down. Ame gone! That is 3 dead, huge kills, and BB team finding their way back into this game here have just gotten a team wipe.
Okay, Miero struggled in that last game. He did not have a good time. That was a sick BKB.
Oh, perfect play. Like, perfectly in time, and have completely brought down this lead. They want to push this to a game number 3. 8,000 gold swing off the back of that fight.
You know how that started too? Is that we had this scouting by the creep there of XXS. He's running his purge creep through, and they're all smoked up there on BB team. And he kind of scouts out. He's like, yeah, this looks like a free rune. I think I'll take this rune. It was not free. In fact, it was incredibly costly. It's a full-on wipe.
Unreal. I mean, and we just said it, right? As this game goes later, BB team have some answers. And particularly when the fight slowed down, you get all your big ultimates again. Let's watch it again.
Oh, this is, yeah, like, and then he just spots GPK. He's like, oh, I can grab this guy. And then it's almost like a defensive Static Storm, right? Because it stops XinQ from helping. And this is the issue with the Wind Waker, right? He can't actually help. He's thinking, oh, maybe I can do something here. And then this BKB.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. And then the chrono, too, like, just... You needed to be so perfect with your spellcasting here. This is what they're talking about the panel. This is an ease of execution thing where, like, things just look a little bit easier for XG. You gotta play like this on BBT to win these fights.
They have a hard challenge ahead of them. They've got to be perfect, but that last fight they were. And another one of these moments where it's the counter initiation that wins, you know, and for XXS, a little bit greedy not to pop his BKB right there, right when he jumped in for the lasso, but not anticipating everybody was just going to be sitting behind that Monkey King.
And now it gets easier for Kataomi. He finishes off that Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Huge for the Disruptors throughout this entire tournament. One of the most popular heroes for a good reason.
I will say, the other thing you got to be careful about right now with BB Team is not letting that last win get to your head. It could turn just as quickly the other direction, and Sven could end your dreams of moving on right here if you take a bad fight.
That's true, but they got better chances at it now with the Refresher finished here for Pure. He's got 2 chronos to go for.
Do they have what it takes? It looks like first they're going to be going up, and a smoke as 5. Feels bad to just go for the Tormentor, but XG is already retreating away. They can take the easy objective if they want it, but they were hoping to find a little more there.
Yeah, I mean, game 1, it was the same thing where they just had Save running around the map, and he didn't even die in game 1, despite them losing. But he was consistently playing super aggressive, running around the map, trying to get this vision, trying to find where they were at. So again, they send him out here to ensure that they can grab this Tormentor.
So they sit back for now, and we also have another answer that has proven to be really effective throughout this entire tournament. Miero picking up the Aghanim Scepter on the Centaur Warrunner. So if things get dicey...
Oh, somewhere I heard it. I heard Sunsman yell.
He's so excited, the workhorse.
There it was. One random woo.
Can we get a woo for the workhorse? Oh, they're into it. They're so excited. That sounded a little bit like a howl, too.
A little bit of both, you know. All right, getting aggressive here.
XXS. Up on the high ground, finds the backline.
Whoa!
He gets away. And Pure, thinking about dropping it, decides not to. Interrupted by XingQ. A little bit of hesitation there means that XXS gets out.
That's the nice thing about Workhorse. It's only a 24-second cooldown. You know, it's not, no worries.
Oh,
Pop that
real
whenever
nice.
you want. Outpost taken. And XXS just happy he survived. Yeah, his BKB's gone, but he lives for another attempt here.
Very scary to even think about going high ground for BB Team, even with the Aegis. They do not have good tower hitters. Eventually, you have that ability to go up there with Monkey King Big Ring and like do that thing. But, you know, with the Bat Rider in this game, it's very spooky.
No, they are killers. They are not building destroyers.
No.
Yeah. I would not want to be risking that. I mean, look at this high ground.
Although,
what are you thinking?
Pure, he's up there on their high ground now, deciding they'll take a chance.
He is an Aegis. I'm okay with this.
Jumps in, jumps out. They've got the banner down. Catapult's going to work.
All right. Could XingQ find some crazy toss play? Maybe if he wasn't getting hit by Maelstroms constantly.
I mean, if they can find a toss back into a lasso, he could go in the fountain, hypothetically.
Why didn't we see one right there, actually?
There it is, the toss back into the hex. And now the stun. The control is there, Pure. He jumps away, but look at it. They just rip him apart. GPK now also in trouble. Never go high ground. Never. Do not go high ground. Always go high ground. Oh, it's so good. From Pure, he's amazing. The greatest to ever do it as he jumps back and tries to get away.
Oh, nice blink by XXS. Baits him over to the side there. Ame still here, still scary. A TP in their face. It's a bold move there by Miro.
That was never going to work.
Another TP. It's under reward.
Whoa! Okay. It actually was still really bad for BB Team. It was still quite bad for BB Team in spite of the turnaround. They XG win that one.
They didn't finish the melee racks either.
You can hear the calls, echoes of ROTK, Jio from the crowd. And Ame searching for a refresher. Ooh, and a lasso Aghanims too.
Yeah, interesting, eh?
All right, everybody, come on, take a deep breath now with me. Whew. A little woosah, calm yourselves down.
Yeah, that's what the players are doing too, you know, obviously.
That's right. Need to stretch, get yourselves ready, because I have a feeling we're going to get a bit of a banger coming towards the end of this one.
I mean, that is the beauty of giant team fight spells here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Aghanim Scepter on the bat. Very interesting. I mean, there's so many items you can go for in the situation. But this one can really clutch things up, you know? It's always an interesting one, though, because it relies on your opponent's positioning.
Right, and you can sort of mess them up a lot. Like, it can have insane impact depending upon where you're able to find it. And if he does finish off a refresher, just lasso the whole damn team, you can take them all out. But again, at this point in time, up 4K net worth, BB Team on the verge of elimination if they make a few too many mistakes. They have a strong late game team fight lineup, but XG, they don't need that many to really completely swing this on its head. Ame can find 1 to 2 big crits playing on this Sven, and everything could fall apart. 13 to 13. And back and forth, the net worth graph swings. Ame racking up fantasy points for all y'all out there that believed and made the switch after the road to the International. But a smoke up happens now. And they're hoping to push in this bottom lane and maybe find somebody who's playing a little bit over into that triangle. Actually can maybe even just steal that away if they want. There you go, XM. Get the party on.
Yeah. Just keep hitting all those buttons there.
Did go for the backtrack on the Faceless Void, as anticipated.
Geez, that's a tough one to keep note of in these chaotic engagements, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe how long he lived there. I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
As you said, he's dead. He's alive.
Does have the additional ring. Also keep in mind, these teams have been here playing Dota all day.
That is true.
XG's first game was at 10 a.m. It is now approaching midnight. BB team also playing in the second series. They are putting on a hell of a show out here for all you in the arena and watching at home.
Thankfully, Dota players are very used to this. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They actually probably played less games than usual today. So,
Just
hey,
one
it's all
more
right.
game. Just last game before
Yeah,
bed.
just one more game.
Don't worry.
It is feeling like those kind of games for sure. Both of these matches so far here. And of course, after going for an eggs on the bat, he's been thinking for the refresher, a refresher on the Centaur as well. We're going to have a lot of refreshers this game. Everyone's just going refresher.
Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be good. Things are going to be crazy. I do think the saves on GPK, if he gets the ring down, that could create some pretty intense havoc. Because you just, I mean, he's going to be dealing out tons of damage.
It's also just like the Abyssal Blade on the Monkey versus the Sven. I feel like that's going to be really crucial.
Right.
Because you got to slow Ame down during these BKBs. Because if he's just able to swing, it's over. I mean, he's got MKB. He's hitting for a gajillion damage.
Smoke up BB team.
Tree leading the way.
This is into vision that XG have, and they see the Spirit immediately.
Okay, scan from the Dire. They know no one's up there. That's going to let them go up to the high ground.
Rose.
Here is feeling aggressive.
Capable of spawning. He sees one up on the high ground. The jump. Miero wants to find him. Stun is there. GPK also controlled. Hex is out. Follow up. Keeps him inside. Ame finds the backlines on a save. But there is the chrono down. Do they have enough damage? GPK is doing a lot. Ame in trouble. Ame gone. XXS soon to fall now too. And as Xingqiu has nowhere left to go, BB team, they are too strong.
It's a big wraparound move there, coming up the high ground. They jump in aggressively. It looked a little dangerous. Pure jumps out, but Miero jumps in confidently there, and then the workhorse onto the Monkey King. That was pretty slick.
They are not done yet.
As they
BB
tip
team,
each other.
They're ready to keep this moving. A team that in the past have been known to tip their opponents or tipping each other, finding some appreciation for what they're seeing.
What a growth. That's so nice here, as they're going to start moving up this mid lane, maybe trying to put some damage on this Rax they missed out on last time. There's no Roche to claim right now. Oh, he's feeling so sneaky on Kataomi. From the blink now, he's picking up the Shadow Blade.
Oh, geez.
Terrorizing pubs everywhere right now by picking this item up.
Katomi double gem. Also, I just noted on XNM, he has 4 greater healing lotuses.
Yeah, that's important to keep an eye on. I mean, he needs them, you know?
Pure. Miero is nearby, so any attempt at a jump onto him will be able to be found with the save. But they move on in. They take down one lane of Rax. To BB team, feel frisky. Are they going to keep going for more?
I mean, this is a perfect time to Roche, right? You know they're not going to buy back on Sven right now. You can get in the pit really quick. This is another refresher shard.
Roche or high grounds? The answer is Roche.
We have learned that that is indeed the correct answer.
Roche will roar. And at 52 minutes in, they will be able to claim this one for themselves. So a refresher can be passed over to Disruptor if they want. Could be pretty high. Also the Monkey King.
I think Centaur would be also really nice too, eh?
Oh, XXS.
Anyone but Pure. Yeah, he's going to pass over to the Monkey. They were just kind of like moving out, grabbing as many camps as they could. Maybe hoping someone got greedy, but don't think there's really an aggressive maneuver that works out well for you right there.
I think they also have enough for a block of cheese right now if they wanted to use it. Yeah, they have a block of cheese on Monkey King. GPK has it ready.
Oh, and he just munches it, okay? He's just going for it.
So 5 minutes of having that barrier up.
That is one we don't get to see all too often. I mean, the thing is that the Lotuses are just so valuable, it's kind of scary to save them for all that, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And has the refresher shard in tow now too. I mean, this is a pretty damn good push now. You drop down the Wukong's command, you got the Savory Shield.
He's almost level 30 on Void as well, so we could still even get to that big chrono that you were hoping for earlier.
And did also go for the linked up Aghanims. So Pure now has that one ready for himself. Does not have buyback, notably.
No, he does not. That is true. I mean, one kill he has it, surely here. Ame has not gotten to play the game here. All right, now this is a Batrider thing, right? If you're lazy setting up on this positioning, XXS will strike, and we saw before, right? The toss back.
Jumps, toss back, got him caught, stunned, controlled, in trouble, Pure, gone.
Oh, the current's too late.
Oh, this is dangerous. This is really, really dangerous. The static storm is down. Pure in trouble. Slap. Oh, the sleep is there, but Ame in trouble. And Ame dead. Do they have enough damage? Miero low. Miero gets out. And the chrono now. They find XM. Pure has him in their sights and looking for more.
He's still going.
They do both have buyback, though. Pure pops the refresher. BKB jumps out. And it chronos again. Pure, he smells blood, but does he have enough to take him down? Oh, he's still in pretty far. And now Xingqiu looking again for the toss back. They get the Hex now onto the Monkey King. Pure, no more chronos ready. XM, he's doing a lot of damage. Isn't it enough with Ame there? Yes, it is. Ame, he ends his life. GPK has to run away. Ame trying to chase the Avalanche. The toss, the control. Oh, they got him. GPK is going down. XG somehow they hold. They didn't even get the freaking tower.
They went for it all. They tried to end the game right there. That's what that play is, right? That's just, I'm done. I don't want to go late again. I'm finished this match. But XG, they say no. We will drag this on. You're coming with us, and we are going to get some 60-minute items whether you like it or not.
It is also going to set up a win condition now. It's
very
a
much
dieback from Lesh. Ame does not have buyback. But they burned through everything. The Scrumptious Shield is gone. Oh, that might be still around for another couple minutes.
It comes back, don't worry.
But no more refresher. The Aegis is out.
It was this right here.
Yes.
Because he's like, I'm swag. Refresher BKB.
And then suddenly, there's more heroes that you don't really want to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, good play by GPK to catch XM over there, but it didn't end up mattering.
All this damage from the last track, too, just standing.
And of course, able to Pure dodge a bunch of it, but then Ame came in for the finish. And we're back sort of at a weird standstill in our actual game.
Yeah, it's an idea now in terms of like how aggressive are you willing to be on the side of BB team? Because you've got to punish these buybacks, right?
Surely.
Sure.
There are no buybacks on XG now. They are all gone. 56 minutes and 17K net worth lead for BB team.
And we've got ourselves a refresher coming back in 40 seconds for Pure. That's really the only thing they're waiting for. He's got these giant chronospheres. I can imagine he's ready to end this game.
You've just got to find a way to survive through the double chrono, and it's fine, right?
Simply
Charlie.
survive. They also need to find a way to actually let Ame swing and do some damage, right? Because the problem is he hasn't been able to do that. Like, he died immediately with his God Strength in that previous fight. So even though he did come back out and help get the stuns and stuff, he's not big spec.
No. Hasn't been able to hit hard enough. I mean, there are a couple other things that could be interesting in there. Like, I saw the, Miero getting slept by the Elder Titan, which meant that he couldn't pull him into the cart. The first death for Pure has been pretty consistent, that, like, he goes down before there's any help that's able to come and save him to make sure his Aegis doesn't burn out.
Yeah, they were really close to having a hitch a ride play to like try and save him, but it was just a little bit too late for Miero. He was just a bit too far back, unfortunately, for them.
Savory Shield wearing out soon, but you can see how much it has swung into the favor of BB team. Gaben thinking that we're going to a game number 3, and that amplified damage certainly makes me feel similarly.
Oh yeah, come on, you gotta. I mean, I can't imagine resisting this. They're going for the tier 2 top. They want to make sure they can end this game. Oh, save. Is he feeling feisty? Maybe with a scurry ward placement, perhaps? Oh, that's a sneaky one.
That range is so insane.
That's so sneaky.
Yeah, if they catch somebody there. Also worth noting, though, that Tiny double toss charges.
I mean, he's been very good with them.
Xingqiu making the moves. Jumps in. Finds Pure. Big chrono. There it is, the Aeon Disc for the moment. One chrono down, no chance for a kill. Double last. They got him. Oh, damn, GPK, you gone. Nero now not able to get in for the save. XXS wants to hunt. It's all falling apart. No, not like this. The stun, it's not enough. The curve him out of the court with a second salvo. Pure's going to start to die to this, though. In the duration, is BKB wearing out. He finds the kill onto XM. Now turn into Ame. Pure, he's got to do so much with the buyback in mass. The Lotus. He's stunning himself. Thank you.
That is full power Ame. He's getting his chance to swing, and you are indeed decapitated.
An unreal play. Pure again goes a high ground for seemingly no reason and then ends up getting punished. Oh my goodness, big hits. It was a good attempt. If you find that kill onto XM, the game is just over at that point.
If you manage to get out after.
It's a risk. How many times have we talked about that? This TI, taking these risks.
I mean, the Aeon disc.
Yeah.
Right? Clutch. He assembles it here, and now he keeps going. We don't have a nullifier, just like, help him out. And then XXS. Again, game one, he was insane on the Earthshaker. Able to pick apart the initiations and try and ruin whatever fight is planned out by BB Team. He does it again. Jumps back in, boom, another grab.
Really, honestly, the biggest thing about this is less any of the plays, going bad for BB, but XG waiting for that perfect moment to punish.
What a beautiful sack there from Miro as well, eh? To
look at this
blink in
crit.
and keep Pure alive.
They find the stun. All it took was 1, 2, 5, 6, 5. And you know what it was? It was Xnova, like you were talking about. Him being there and having the natural order meant no armor.
Yeah.
One hit that did 4,280 damage. That is insane.
Just very casually, This look like pretty small numbers compared to that, don't they?
If Xnova can stay alive, he's a win condition. He's making sure that he's next to Ame when these fights go on.
Oh my gosh, we got refresher orbs, we got Aeon discs all over the place.
Because that's the other thing. Yeah, Pure has no plus armor right now.
Yeah, you're right. He hit some earlier, but with the
helm
changing
gone.
of the build as we move, yeah. Straight into some pure damage at that point.
60-minute items.
It is indeed that time. We need to be guided. We're just like dogs, just being led around here by the observer. Oh, by the way, guys, it's 60 minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm losing my mind here. Another game going to 60 minutes, and I mean, after that play, I don't know if BD Team. Obviously, one racks up. They've got insane teamfight potential, but with no armor, basically, on the Faceless Void, if ET is next to him, everything can change.
I mean, he's going Stygian. That just seems excessive. I'm not going to lie. But in combination with ET, it is crazy.
He will, if they're next to each other, he will one-shot Pure.
And that is the most GPK item ever. He goes for Divine Regalia, of course. He's feeling himself. So, some hazards there, perhaps.
Another hero with not much plus armor, just plus 10.
I like this helmet they are dying on XXS. It's so annoying to deal with. And we also do get the nullifier as well here from Pure. So he's had enough here. He wants to ensure that when he gets this chrono, they actually die.
The fact that both of the main damage-dealing cores on BB Team will have no armor when ET is nearby, I feel like is a potentially game-ending issue for them.
Yeah, one could say that's probably not good.
And look at this, the scan hits, they know. Pure, he chose for a moment.
He just jumped.
Then there it is, the chrono already onto XM, trying to kill him off. Aeon disc out, but Ame is hitting hard. Do they have another? The chrono just barely able to hit onto Ame. Does he have the damage that he needs?
Push back.
It's not quite looking like it.
The safe
is there. Ame hits him one time. Pure, you gotta run.
Where are you going?
Ends up sends up, but TQ is right there. And no, he takes away all of the armor. He's gone. Oh, BB Team, wait, they're all dead.
They're all dead right now. There's nothing left. They've already used them.
Pure, he doesn't have any chrono spheres. He can't do anything. They can't believe it.
He's standing on the high ground. Just sit and watch this right now. It's Sven. He's explosive.
There is no buyback for time. They know. Ame, he wants to go to grand finals. He's hitting the tier 4 towers. And Pure, he does not have an answer for this. Save, caught to the side, gone. He's gonna buy a rapier, but it's gonna take too long. He doesn't have a TP. His is gone.
You know, there's that little defensive high ground next to you. The crowd goes wild. And then you're like, oh, but BB Team still have it. And they go high ground again. And they defend and the crowd goes wild. And eventually it is enough. They find their way back out on this map for XG. And they find the winning fight they were hunting for so long.
Oh my goodness. When you let Ame play, when he is not controlled in a chronosphere, he will end the game.
So close so many times there. Things getting very tense in that last moment. I mean, we're going to be able to break that down in so many different ways because there's just spells flying everywhere. Refreshers abound, Aeon discs, and I mean, that's some late game Dota.
That is some late game Dota. If you don't know, now you know. Dota, when you get to 60 minutes, is damn good. An unbelievable performance from XG as they managed to secure their place here going into the final day. Does mean we will have an exit for BB Team, who have played so well. Another one of their great performances on the main event of TI. But today it's going to be XG that are moving on. I can't believe it. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought we were going to get that game 3. But XG said no. Ame said no. And the fans cheered, hell yeah.
90 seconds ago, I thought they were out, or at least going to a game 3. But we have the man, the myth, the legend, Xingqiu down on the floor.
Lyrical, we certainly do. Xingqiu, what was the communication like in the final moments of that game? Was it calm or was it crazy?
Q 哥就想问你，当时在最后一把、最后这些时刻里面，你们当时对内的沟通是什么样啊？是很冷静的呢，还是都在狂欢了？
就是大家比较激动啊，就是狂欢吧。
Everyone was super excited. Everyone was super hyped. We were gonna win this.
Well, your coach said that in scrims you guys don't do too well against this team. What changed?
前面我们采访小巴的时候，他当时是说你们在训练赛就是一直都输给 BB 战队。那想问你现在到底是什么东西改了呢？
就是我们做的比训练赛更好了吧？然后他们那个狼人特别厉害，我们就搬掉了。
Well, we have performed a lot better than we have in our scrims, and the fact that we know that, you know, Lycan is kind of like a super weapon, and we made sure that that was banned.
Excellent stuff. And in this game number 2, were you always confident of the win, or did you ever doubt that you weren't going to be able to take this one?
就要问你当时，第一把的时候，你因为节奏也比较慢，当时你们是就是想就是是不是有点不敢犯错呢？还是说是你们觉得胜券在握，然后只要慢慢打到后期就完事了？
我们觉得我们有一点放不开吧，但是大家就是互相提醒，就大家不要太怕了，就会做得更好吧。
We were a little tense. I think a lot of us were pretty anxious and afraid of making mistakes. But you know, the communication within our team was really good. We kept on, you know, reminding each other, you know, stay calm and don't be afraid to go for opportunities. And I think that was what got us the win in Game 1.
Awesome stuff. And finally, Xingqiu, do you have any word for all of the fans out here who have waited 13 hours in this arena to watch you play this match?
那现场有很多粉丝呢，他们等了13个小时，就从你们今天的第一场到现在最后一场，那有什么话想跟他们说的吗？
就有点激动吧，就有点词穷，就是给大家磕个头吧。
I'm in a loss of words. I don't really know what to say, so I'm just gonna take a bow to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Xingqiu, and congratulations, Extreme Gaming, as they will make top 3 and the final day at the International.
A lot of cheers, a lot of happiness here from everybody still here in Barclays Arena. It was very clear that Extreme Gaming was the fan favorite, and pulling through in a game like that, let me tell you, that was some excitement. Again, it started somewhat slow, but the excitement towards the end definitely worth it. And to be fair, Effie, for a little while, I did think BB Team was going to do it.
That was wild. Initially, it looked so Extreme Gaming favored, especially after that first Aegis. They're leading in net worth, everything's going so well, their spend is packing such a punch. Then BB Team bring it back with a couple of clutch chronos, some failed engagements from the side of XG, and it was looking really tough. I think the DotA buff odds were like 90 to 10 at some point, but XG just bring it back. That was ridiculous. The tossbacks from XinQ to defend in base, the double lassos from XXS at the very end there. Cinema.
They came so close, and that must mean it must be extra painful to go home at this time, but it is that time. And for some final words, we're heading over to Pyrian Flax, who's standing by with Save.
Thanks, Sheebs. I am here with Save. Save, a very long and hard day for you guys. You must be exhausted. We're very sorry to see you go home. You've already played today, now you've had to play another brutal series. Mentally, how tough is it to stay focused in these games?
Yeah, I mean, it was an exhausting day, but what can you do? I mean, they in the worst position, I guess. They played the first today, or we were the second, so everyone were in the same conditions, and we just played worse.
This team, XG, have given a lot of other teams trouble at this tournament. What is it about them that makes them so hard to beat, do you think?
I mean, they're a typical Chinese team that plays very good, like goes to the late game, you know. Oh, what can I say? We lost in the late game and the basic mistakes. Could have won. What can I do?
Let's think back to happier times. What would you say was your highlight from this TI, either for yourself or for your team?
Highlights? I don't know. I guess that we didn't lose to Heroic at least today. It was a highlight, you know, we could lose.
Fair enough. And you've got a lot of fans here. I see a lot of jerseys up in the crowd, people cheering for you. They've been rooting for you all season and all TI. Do you have anything you'd like to say to them as you exit the tournament?
Yeah, guys, I mean, thanks a lot for your support. We appreciate it so much. And yeah, I'm just sorry that we played that bad.
Being very hard on yourself. You played a fantastic tournament, Save. You guys have been fantastic to watch. I'm going to throw it back to the panel. Maybe you guys can figure out what went wrong.
Thank you very much, Save and Pyrian. I mean, it's tough. I think BB Team gave us some of the more exciting games to watch on this main stage, and this game number 2 we just witnessed was no different. It was late game, and it was very clutch.
No, absolutely. Like the way it was going back, because I thought that BB Team, they had it for sure. You know, we've seen these Faceless Void games. It slows down, the net worth trickles up. You know what Face Void's gonna do? He gets a refresher, double chrono, whoop-de-doo, game's over. But that didn't happen. XXS, so many double lassos into this like overwhelming damage like from Ame. I really think that they were able to clutch it out because they were ahead, then they were behind, then they bring it back. It's like one of the most tight games I've seen. I don't know, I'm just so happy that I got to see this game and like witness it like right here.
I mean, the problem for BB, they was fighting against, you know, TI Magic. You know, the way that XG are playing, it feels like they're destined to make it to the final day. And we keep praising, you know, Backrider and Ame finding the jumps, but I think X-Nova, he played such a stellar game. Like, in the early game, the sleeps onto the Void. As the game progressed, he was amping up in the right position. Like, every single player on XG at different moments made the team fight look exceptional. And for BB, like, look at their heroes. If it gets to 50, 60 minutes, you're expecting them to win every fight on autopilot. You got Disruptor Aghanim's, you got Faceless Void, the Chrono, but yeah, I mean, every single fight, there's a different player that stands out for XG. Wind Wakers or double lassos or, you know, big crits and amps. It's just incredible, this game.
Yeah, before this fight, BB Team was almost 20k ahead, and one fight can just make him lose it all, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, you go for like a risky play, you go for the one-man chrono onto the ledge, but XM, he has an A on this, ready to disassemble, so he lives. That's not the kind of play that you want to jump the gun onto, like take initiation. You need to make sure whatever play you go for here, especially when you're up 20k gold and you have the Void, you know you've got the game in the bag. This is a huge risk to take, and honestly, it really came back to bite them.
And 58 minutes into the game, like Ame going for the self-stun. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but either way, getting the stun onto Void, stopping the time, or buying time for another stun, it doesn't really matter. The fact is they're layering it beautifully and just clutching it up. And here, of course, they kill the Monkey King, who doesn't have buyback. And at this point in the game, XG, they've deserved the win. They've overcome that kind of mid-game comeback from BB.
In my eyes are personally on XinQ as I watched this highlight reel. He played an incredible game. He had all the tossbox invades, the clutch stuns, the clutch double stuns at the start of the game that got them that initial lead for the first stages. And here at the very end, he Wind Wakers Ame when he got stunned. Ame could have died there. Like, you could just see him dancing on the outskirts of the fight and looking for his opportunities to cast as many rounds of spells as possible. He never made it so that his hero was in a position to die late game.
You do not want to get to late game against this team. Like, if we see any games tomorrow getting to 50, 60 minutes, just expect this level of just incredible layered team fight to excel.
I mean, you've got Ame, you've got these other like legendary players, right? They have been at this stage before at TI. It did sound like the nerves did get to them because Jin-Q was saying, yeah, a little bit of stress and we're being timid. But they've been through this before. They know how to make it happen, and I believe that especially this day and this match is going to help them get through this like with ease.
Yeah, there's only 2 players.
Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I think that's it for today. I'm gonna redirect the viewers
and XXS with XM
to
getting top 6
the,
last year, was his first TI last year, and
Extreme,
XXS being Max top 6, but or 4th, but he did get top 6 twice as well. So
thank you for watching, thank you for the like, thank you for the sub. We'll see you pretty soon in like 9 hours,
the fact that the way they got here, dominant group stage, shaky start to play off, but they've learned their way against P-Vision, they've kind of harnessed that in the lower bracket, and just seeing the way that they play here,
guys.
I'm confident that if they can just ban Slark and Monkey against P-Vision, they have a good shot to get to the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, Falcons also kind of showed it earlier, right? It did make P-Vision a lot worse, at least from the looks of it. And, you lose once, you can learn from it, you take it there. So I'm just excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, we can take a look at what's happening here because the bracket clearly shows Extreme Gaming, when they were in that upper bracket, it was P-Vision that knocked them down. And I just want to remind you guys, that was a quick ordeal. That was not a close game. So I'm hoping that this time around, Extreme Gaming's got to be more prepared and we'll have a competitive but lower bracket finals. And to be fair, I have no doubt that the preparation will be there on both sides. Let's be real. And that means, for me anyway, I don't know who's going to come out on top to make it to that grand finals, but Team Falcons, Effie, already waiting in that grand finals.
Yeah, Team Falcons established themselves firmly as the raid boss of this tournament. They leveled up throughout that road to the international, and they're in top form right now. They're playing exceptionally well on all of their heroes. They have such a good grasp of the meta, of their timings, of how to split push, how to farm, how to scale into the late game. It feels like they do it all.
And you couldn't ask for a better conclusion to the international, right? The fact that we have 3 different teams, 3 different regions, 3 different, personalities, styles, and ways to approach the game. It isn't as simple as follow this pick, we're going to win the game. Like, it really is going to be a clash of different identities.
Yeah, final 3 teams, Kazu. Yeah, happy. It's been quite a journey for everybody to get to that point.
Yeah, honestly, it's been amazing. I think from the games, what teams have taken away, what they're playing against each other, what they're like showing us, like